right. All right. I think we are live. I think we're live. We should be live. What is good, guys? Welcome to the stream. Hope all of you guys are having a fantastic evening. I know I am. I know I'm having a good evening. So I'm looking forward to talking to you guys about the wow! About the wow! Wow! Anyway, are we actually live though? Let's double check. I think, yeah, we're live. We're definitely live. So we're going to talk about the wow! It's going to be pretty good today, guys. I'm excited to get into it. You guys are going to love what we're going to talk about today. More got Switch 2. Wow! Wows everywhere. Welcome though, guys. Let's get into some shout outs. I want to say some big love to Bead Queen. She dropped some support for the Super Mario Party Jamboree. Super Mario Party Jamboree, or she said Brothership, either one. So yeah, we got a lot of codes. We got a lot of codes. So we might save that for Brothership. I don't know if Bead Queen's here, but if Bead Queen, if you're here, we can talk about that. But yeah, should be good. Good anytime after 3 p.m. Okay, yeah. So Niner game at 1:25, so it's probably gonna wrap up like around like 4:30. So maybe we can shoot for like 8 or so. Yeah, so maybe we can shoot for like 8 o'clock. And I'll have it scheduled way before. Like I'll know well before. So we'll have it scheduled out. We'll let people know. We'll promote it, and then we'll have people come through on that day. So yeah. Well, 8 o'clock my time. So it's kind of late your time though, party man, isn't it? Wait a minute. No. It's never mind. That's 8 o'clock your time. That's 8 o'clock. Not 8 o'clock my time. That's 8 o'clock your time. Sorry. Never mind. Not too bad. So yeah, we're gonna have a Super Mario Party Jamboree gameplay session and code giveaway tomorrow. So yeah, I'll probably make I'll have a post on the community page. I'll have a post on Twitter, and then of course we'll schedule it out so you guys will be able to see it. So we'll have people, you can set time aside to come through. So yeah, okay, yeah, Bead Queen is here. So yeah, Bead Queen dropped a huge dono earlier, and she says we can do it for Jamboree or we can do it for Brothership. We've already got quite a number of codes that we're giving away for Jamboree, so maybe it'd be good for Brothership as well. So maybe we could do that. I should also, Bead Queen, I should have my situation settled with everything in the courts and all that. I should have that settled by next week, by next Thursday. Like 100%. At least that's what they're telling me. So then we can really start scheduling things out because I'll know exactly what my schedule will be 100%, and it won't change. Like it won't change in the near future. I mean, it'll change in the future, but in the near future, it'll be what it's at. Because right now I'm always in limbo. Sometimes I'm going here. Some days it's Friday. Some days it's Thursday. Sometimes, it's just all over the place. So that's why the streams are a bit inconsistent. But I'll have way more consistency after Thursday. I know when I'm going to see my daughter, exactly when, where, and all that stuff. So it'll be so much better for us overall. And it'll be better for me. It'll be better for her. It'll be better for everybody involved. And I can just rid myself of certain people that I'm dealing with. So yeah. What's up, man? Will this be before or after 49ers lose tomorrow? Wait, hold up. The 49ers aren't going to necessarily lose tomorrow. We got to wait and see. You're too confident. That confidence will get you in trouble. Underestimate, it'll get you in trouble. But it'll be after they win. It'll be after they win. After they win. Let's see here. All right, let's do this. Nah, I'm down. I'm down to put some money on it. You let me know. We do it right now. We drop 50 on it right now, right? We'll drop it. I got 50 right now on it if you want. Let's see how confident you are. Let's see how confident you are. Look at Niners haven't beat Chiefs in a decade, and I'll still drop 50 on the Niners will win. Literally, the Niners have not beat the Chiefs in a decade. Like, they have not beat them in a decade. I'm not exaggerating there. Let's do it. All right, cool. Sounds good. You got 50? You got 50 right now? Yeah, I need 20. I need half right now, bruh. I need half to know that you're serious, bruh. So I'm going to need 25 right now. And then if you win, I'll give you that 25 back, and then I'll give you 50 on top of that. So then you'll get 75. And you can just, you got me on Twitter. You can just DM me. You can just DM me you can DM me your PayPal or whatever, and I got you. Says stop. Nah, bro. I ain't doing it unless you do a 25 down right now, bro. We ain't going in blind. No. We ain't going in blind, bro. I need you to drop 25 right now. I need you to drop 25. You gotta do half right now, bro, so I know that you're serious. Because what you can do is you can just say, oh yeah, and then you never had intentions of actually paying, or you just might not show up. You just might not show up. Let's see here. Big love to Justin with the $7.70 lucky 7.
Whoa. My favorite college football team just beat their rival team. I forgot how it feels for your team to win. Lol.
Hey, let's go. What's your favorite college football team? What's your favorite college football team? Shout outs to Justin. Thank you for the $7.77. Yo, I appreciate that. 7 on the board and the combos. Full combo boards and effect and everything getting going here. Let's go. Tennessee. Oh, wow. Tennessee beat Bama? Dang, that's crazy. I knew they were playing. I didn't think they'd actually beat Bama. Wow, Bama fell off, man. They got beat by Vandy and they got beat by Tennessee. Crazy. Good stuff, Justin. I'm happy for you, man. Dang, Bama going down again. Going down again. No, I actually never bet on my teams. I was superstitious when it comes to that. I had never done it. Hey, okay, well, then why'd you say bet then? Why'd you say bet? You had no intention of paying out, bro. You were about to bounce and never come back. That's why I tell people you got to do half. People will always be like, oh, yeah, I'll bet. And then when it comes time to actually pay up, they gone. You never see them again. They got alts. I'll donate if they win, though. Okay, Goat. It's all good, brother. It's all good. You've been around for a long time, so I ain't really holding you. I ain't really gonna hold you to that or whatever. If you want to, that's cool. If you don't, that's cool too. You've been around for like what, half decade plus, so you good, brother. It's all good. What's up, Paul Gale Network? Welcome to the stream. Despite the records, KC is not a better team than SF, in my opinion. I mean, I'll say this. I'll say that KC is the overall more complete team in all phases. Offense, defense, special teams. KC's the overall better team. In terms of like what people usually, okay, like offense, the Niners offense is better than KC's offense. Like that's like the Niners are playing better offensive football than KC is playing. But in all phases, special teams, defense, and offense, KC's a more complete team. It's just offensively, Brock Purdy's playing better than Mahomes right now. Offensively, running wise and passing, Niners offense is definitely better. But KC's defense is incredible. They've got a disgusting, dirty, smack you in the mouth defense, and their special teams is very good. They do not allow stuff. Niners special teams is so bad, they're on their third kicker in the last 3 weeks because they cannot cover kicks, and their kicker is somehow there before their other guys, and their kickers get hurt making tackles. Like literally 3 weeks ago, Moody got hurt because they can't cover. 2 weeks ago, the other kicker got hurt that they signed because they can't tackle. And then last week, another kicker got hurt because they can't tackle. Like, so special teams, Niners have given up so many special teams plays this year. They've been bad. They've been absolutely terrible, awful on special teams this year. So, yeah, and the Chiefs have been very good on special teams this year. They've been good returning. They've been good kicking. They've been covering. They got a good kicker that can kick it out the end zone. So yeah, it's been bad. So I said that the Chiefs are a more complete team, but the Niners offense is definitely better. So yeah. Let's see. What's up, Neo Blitz? KC has all that. Yeah, and they have the refs on their side. That's true. And they have the ref buff. Ton of users trying to find a way to make 10-minute video from a single drawing. It only needs to be 8 minutes now. So yeah, I would agree with you. Outside of it needs to be 8 minutes now, not 10. It used to be 10. Now it's 8 to get multiple ads. Which is exactly why an upcoming video of mine is 8 minutes on the dot. Here go the ref stuff. Y'all got more excuses. No, it's true. The ref stuff is true. They get all of the calls. They've always gotten all of the calls. It's just true. It's just true. There's been, if you go back and watch the games, the amount of missed calls, the amount of calls that the Chiefs get is for real. Like, it's literally the announcers are saying in the broadcast, it's like, oh man, that should have been this. Look at the games, bro. Look at the games. It's undeniable. It's literally like factual that the Chiefs get. Like, you can, like I said, you can go look at all the analysis when people going back and looking at the games. They miss a million calls. Like Bosa, Super Bowls, Bosa got held. Literally the textbook definition of holding, like at least 5 times, and there were 0 holding calls. So it is what it is. You know, I mean, what can you do? You got to beat the Chiefs and the refs. You got to do both. So yeah. What's up, Shuntado? Want leaks when Switch 2's coming out? The 29th. The 29th of what? So 29th of what? Let's see, it didn't say OJ is just a joke. No, I was making a joke though, Gage. I was making a joke on top of your joke and giving you some actual information. So no, I'm talking about the, what's it called? They should be the first most penalized team. If they're the 5th most penalized, they should be the first most penalized team. They're getting away with a lot of stuff that they shouldn't be. Go back and watch the games. I'm not making that up. How people can't see blatant favoritism for the Chiefs is crazy. I mean, he's a Chiefs fan, so of course he's not going to see it. Brand Smith, what's good? Brand Smith, welcome to the stream. Shout outs. Let's see here. Refs don't want to deal with angry Taylor Swift fans. I mean, even before the Taylor Swift stuff, you know, even before that. But yeah, there's also that aspect. Wow! Wow! Pride doesn't believe the Switch will be announced next Wednesday, so it'll be announced next Wednesday indeed. Eagles and Niners both experience refs bias for KC in the Super Bowl at times. Super Christian Miro with the dollar holla. Thank you so much, Super Christian Miro. Appreciate that. Let's go. And he says, whoa, super, sup OJ Spawncast today. We're full of your haters in the comments. Like, whoa, it's ridiculous. Yeah, because I was giving Sean I was ribbing Sean a little bit to make the Spawncast a little bit more fun, you know, but I already knew that was going to be the case when I was talking to Sean. Anytime you say anything to Sean in terms of stuff, they get upset. Anytime I say anything I'm on the Spawncast, they get upset at me. So yeah, I just ribbed Sean a little bit just to make it a little bit fun. Like I wasn't being negative towards him. I was just like, hey, you guys support this stuff that's not so good. And then he went back and I was like, okay, yeah, it's cool, you know. But no, I'm glad people are excited for the Spawncast. People are upset. That's good. It makes me happy when people get upset at me at the Spawncast. That's how I know I'm having fun. That's how I know it's a good episode, when people are upset. The RGT banner was great. I thought it was fun. But a lot of people on the Spawncast, like, they don't see it that way. They see it as like people are like angry. Like they see it as like angry, like, oh, he's mad about stuff. And it's like, nah, it's just to make the Spawncast fun, man. It ain't anything else.
Hey OJ,
think with the Mac Big with 5.
Switch 2 sketch one of Spawnwave's kids drew. You can't make fun of Nintendo Prime no more. Also, can you play Kakariko Village from Echoes of Wisdom PLS?
As you can tell, we're actually making fun of the recent thing with the Switch 2. It's more of me making jokes about it, not cover. I still haven't even covered it yet. Kakariko Village. It's a very crudely drawn picture. That's what people are covering with Switch 2. It's a very crudely drawn picture. So yeah. Very crudely drawn picture that I will show you guys. I will show you guys soon. Dude fell flat with the Wendy's Wi-Fi to start. Yeah, you gotta have some Wendy's Wi-Fi going on. The Stone Cold stuff was great though. I love the Stone Cold bit. Yeah, I know that you're just messing around. Thank you for the 5. Also, big love to Bead Queen as well. We're gonna do this real quick too. So shout outs. Stop letting them. Zawando! Hold on. The picture's so small. I gotta be able to fix that. You gotta be able to. I don't know why it scales it like that. It shouldn't.
Hi OJ.
Hi.
I know the Jamboree stream is coming up, so wanted to donate for one more copy, or you can save it for brothership if you choose.
Yeah.
The rest is for your son to either help celebrate a soon-to-be or belated birthday.
Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah. His birthday was a couple weeks ago, so a little bit belated. Thank you. I didn't actually catch that last part, Bead Queen, in the message that you wrote on there. So thank you so much. Yeah, his birthday is in October. But yeah, thank you, belated. But yes, my boy, he's a year plus now, and so I'm so happy for him. He's a big guy. He's a big guy. But thank you so much. I appreciate that, B Queen. We'll probably maybe do something for Brothership, just because we do have Daryl Kelly also has some codes, so we'll probably do something there as well. Big love to B Queen. Thank you for that. And like I said, we will have jamborees tomorrow, and then we're gonna have Brothership. We'll probably have a giveaway for that now that B Queen supported for that too. So yeah. Let's see here. What's the big deal? Didn't this happen with the NX? Same thing here. It did, but the difference with the NX, it was actually from a more credible source than this. This was not from a super credible source. And Unabunos with the blast. Yo, thank you so much. The big 20.
OJ?
Sup?
How's your day today? Can you play Metaphor Giant's Sandworm's Nest?
I can. Metaphor Giant Sandworm Nest. Okay. Metaphor Giant Sandworm Nest. Thank you so much, my man. Actually, my bad. I wasn't done playing that music. We'll play that and then we'll finish out. Thank you so much, Mr. David V and Simeon Coin. Tag team, let's go. Hey, shout outs. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate that. 34. Big love. Big love to my man, David V. We'll play that Sandworm Nest next coming up. Thank you for the big 20. You're the Hokage Stream Ninja. Big love. Appreciate that. I don't know if we should... B Queen, do you want me to put yours on the board? I don't know if you want that to be like... Because, like, you did it when I wasn't live. So, I don't know. Like, usually you want me to, like, be discreet about that type of stuff. So, I'm sorry if I was supposed to just keep it on the DL, B Queen. Because I know last time you did. I don't know if you want me to put that on the board or not, B Queen. But if you want, I can have it on the board. If not, that's fine. It's up to you. Big love to David V. Thank you for the JoJo's. You're now the Hokage. Should say, but there's $20 or more. You can bid out, my man. David V. Shout outs. Also, JC with the 22 months. Simeon Coin says, evening, OJ, just getting in. Happy to hear your month run. I got your music. Love to hear. Messenger Bamboo Creek. Yes, sir. I got you, brother. David V. Thank you for the big 20. Thank you, Simeon Coin, for the 100 core crystals. Hey, shout outs. The fact that Sean was really agreeing with some of your comments on the Spawncast made me go like, whoa, who the hell are you, RGT? Agreeing with some of my comments? I'll be honest, bro. I actually already forgot what I said. So what was the comments that he was agreeing with? What was it? Because I don't remember. I actually legitimately forgot. And we just recorded it yesterday. It was just yesterday that we recorded it. I'm about to upload an Etch-a-Sketch of Family Board so the internet pops off. Yeah, you guys want to see the picture of the Switch 2? Nintendo Switch 2. Here it is, man. This is it. this is the picture. And that's the bottom line. Because Sean Gold says so. About Expedition 33 being a AA game and costing $50 and being good or something. Oh yeah, he did agree with me on that. The only time that we agree on almost. I agree with him on stuff. He doesn't obviously agree with me on like RPG stuff. So yeah. Yeah. This is it, guys. What do you guys think? I mean, listen, they must have got what? Picasso, or that's paint. They must have got a world famous artist to draw this one up, bro. This is got the GameCube handle on there. Like, this guy definitely took his time, bro. You got these shaded lines to know that it's a different, like, it's the darker, right? It's like black or something. Got these shaded lines. You got the woo-wee! Got some USB ports right here. You got USB ports right here. So got them USB ports. Let's see what you got here. You got the little rails for the Joy-Cons. You got the Switch. This is the Switch logo, right? You got the Switch 2 logo. Wow! 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 Switch 2, it's a toaster. You just take it and you just go, and it goes when it's ready. When you download a game, oh, imagine if you were downloading a game and when the game's done downloading, it just goes, it goes up and it goes, Switch 2 game ready. It's like a toaster, bro. And it's like ding, little ding sound and like game ready, ding. Like that would be lit. I'd be down for that, bro. Wow, I'd be down for that, man. This is it though. This is the Switch 2, boys and girls. What do you guys think? This guy also gave us some original shipping data, I believe, to some shipping data. This man, he works for UPS. That's what he works for. He out here shipping, out here doing shipping data. Looks like a Switch toaster. I mean, here we go. To be fair, you guys is moronic. To be fair is rubbing out. The internet's moronic. To be fair is rubbing off on me. I gotta stop, dude. Slap the hell out of myself. If you look at it. The Switch 1 also kind of has like a toaster design as well. So, I mean, like the Switch with the dock is going to have like a toaster design. Like, but yeah, this is obviously more like a toaster because the back is kind of wedged out, you know? It looks more like a toaster because usually like the Switch dock, it's pretty thin. This one's got like a little bit of a booty to it, right? So yeah. That's a sketch from Spawn Waves Kids. Drew probably put him on the fridge. Yeah, we gotta do that. We gotta do. Oh, it might be Prime's kids. Might be Nintendo Prime's kids, right? I mean, they out here watching the Switch 2, Nintendo Switch 2. So we out here. The artist was cooking. I agree, Captain. Captain Kinks is the artist was cooking. The artist was cooking. The artist was cooking. Hey, what's up, Cuts? Welcome to the stream. Shout outs, man. Switch 2 thick, says Miguel. Thick. Thicker than a snicker. Oh, man. Yo, let's go. Shout outs, JC. Thank you for the 22 months. Simeon Coin, thank you for your support as well. Let me go ahead and get this next track up for you guys. We got Sandworm from Metaphor. By the way, Metaphor Refantazio. Goated game. Goated game. Goated game. Goated game. Goated game. I've been playing. I've been taking my time. 60 hours plus in. If you haven't seen my most recent video, I talked about it. So much, so fun, so good, so good, so good. Such a goated game. So we have an update too. Somebody did like a 3D, more of like a better 3D render of the Switch 2. Certain Foxtail with the 9 months. And check this out. So somebody did a better one, or at least more like a not even say 3D, but like more like a graphic design of it. So there was also this too. So there's this as well. Hey, shout outs to the 5-time champion. Elite, yo, shout outs to the Elite Ninjas. Thank you guys so much. With the Elites, real quick, I can show real quick. If you want to become part of the Elite Ninja fam that you see right over here, the 555 fam, it's only $1, exclamation mark, member, all lowercase, type that in the chat. The prompt will pop up if I can speak. And you can join up for $1. It supports these streams right here and me looking at Switch T. Wow! So yeah, shout outs, guys. Appreciate you guys' support. All the people here that are members, you can see that their name are highlighted in green and they have badges next to their name. Those badges evolve because you guys are awesome. So you guys evolve as we go on. So the badges evolve too. BBL Switchy. BBL Switchy. Let's go. Switch got a BBL. Switch got a BBL. That's what happened, bro. That's what happened. So yeah, we're kind of more joking around about it more so than like, you know, more so than anything else. Switch 2 stand looks pregnant. The Switch 2 stand looks looking pregnant. The dock? Because the dock, it wouldn't be pregnant because when you're pregnant, it's at the front, not the back. It would definitely be a BBL like like J2 was saying. But no, it doesn't look pregnant. Because pregnant would be in the front. That would be in the back of the dock. So I'm not sure what you're talking about there, Super Christian B World. But yeah. Unless you know somebody that gets pregnant on their back. The Switch the kickstand on the Switch 2? I meant the dock, not the stand. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, the dock, but it's on the back of the dock. So when women get pregnant, they get pregnant in the front, in the belly, not the booty, not the back. So yeah, but I feel you though. I see what you're trying to say. I see what you're trying to say. That's why that threw me. That joke threw me off. I'm like, no, it's definitely thicker in the back, not the front. Not big in the front. All right, let's get this next track. Next up is from Simeon Coin, and he's got The Messenger, Bamboo Creek. All right, this is a good track as well. Let's go. Let's see here. Let's see. Oh, that's the back? You couldn't tell that's the back? Sometimes I wonder when I'm looking at what you guys are looking at and how it's being interpreted. I think it was pretty clear that that was the back. I thought it was pretty clear. Because, yeah, I thought it was pretty clear that was the back. Yeah, that was not the front. It wasn't like it was turned around. That was the back of it. So yeah. Let's see here. Women get pregnant in the front, not the back. Yeah. I mean, it's the belly. It's the front. When you see the pregnancy. It's not like it's, oh, you're pregnant. Let me take a look around. You know. I mean, that's just any pregnancy that I've seen at least. You know, my wife was pregnant. You know. Hey OJ, I bought some new crayons. Hey, look, man, new crayons is good stuff. Says I'm French. Is that how y'all get pregnant? Is that how French people get pregnant? Okay, hey man. I ain't gonna doubt the culture. Hey, what's up, Fladius? Welcome. Base of Switch 2 shouldn't need any stability. Shouldn't need any stability updates. No stability for Switch 2. It's got plenty of stability. It can sit on its own 4 sides things. So yeah, it's good. Let's see. Rude joke, but somebody. Let's see here. Rude joke, but someone can get it. Okay, I'm not reading the rest of that. No, we weren't talking about the action of getting someone pregnant. We were talking about actually being pregnant. So we know that. So, let's see here. When you bought me yesterday, I ruptured my stomach. Let's see here. When you said that, brought me yesterday, I almost ruptured my stomach from laughing so hard. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm glad that you liked it. Yeah, I made a joke. I think you said, I forgot what you said, 888. But then I was like, oh, you said something like you're gonna do something or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna know it's you because it'll be written in crayon. So yeah. You misheard the joke. No, it's okay. It's no big deal. No big deal at all. Let's see. So Switch 2 basically looks like a Switch. Mind blown. Skip it about. Mind blown. Wow. Let me ask you guys a question. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much whoa exclamation marks is this Switch 2 leak? And I've got some more fake Switch 2 information to give you guys. You guys want some more fake rumors? Let's go. So let's do this. I've got some more. Let's go. All right, hold up. Let me try to see if I can get it here. All right, so here are the rumors that people are saying is gonna happen for Switch 2. Buckle up, guys. Hold on to your butts. Buckle up, because this one is gonna be fun. Here are the rumors. All right, guys, let's talk about it. So, don't ask how I know this, says an anonymous person on the interwebs. Says Bill Trinan from Nintendo Treehouse. No, I'm joking. Don't ask how I know this, but Switch 2 is being revealed next Wednesday. What? No. Crazy. It's literally just called Nintendo Switch 2. Now, here's the information. Wow! It's literally called Nintendo Switch 2. It's apparently a 3-minute video showing off the new system. Okay. The first game you will see for the system is a brand new Mario Kart game. Party Man! Party Man just fell out of his chair. All right, the game, the Mario Kart game apparently has characters from Zelda, F-Zero, Star Fox, and Pikmin, which that already makes me say this is nonsense. That's why I'm making jokes about this, guys. I'm not serious about this. Has 8-player split screen mode. I mean, this could happen with to be honest, this could happen with the new Mario Kart game. Like, it's not a stretch to say that, oh, they're gonna have more different characters from Nintendo. They've already done it in Mario Kart 8. Like, Mario Kart 8 had multiple guest characters from different Nintendo, like, you know, Animal Crossing, Splatoon. We saw Legend of Zelda, so we've already seen that. So yeah, it wouldn't necessarily be a shock or a surprise if the next Mario Kart game had more, if they expanded that repertoire of characters or racers. 8-player split screen, that would make sense. You know, the boosted horsepower of the Switch 2 being able to handle more people on screen. And I think Nintendo's done 8-player. And like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate has 8 players on the Switch. So you can hook up, you know, it's not split screen. Obviously, when you do split screen, that's different because you're rendering the game that many times for each individual person. That's very different from having one screen with 8 people playing. That's 2 different processes for developing a game, just to let you guys know. So having multiple different screens, 8-player split screen is actually pretty crazy. If you can get that to work. So 8-player split screen, that seems like something that could happen. A new look at Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, showing playable Silux and multiplayer mode. Once again, yeah, I mean, that could be a thing. I mean, they've already taken so long with this game. Maybe they're really trying to make sure that it's the full package. Having Silux as playable would be a nice, you know, a nice little mix-up. Not something that they've never done in the Metroid franchise in terms of, like, using that character, but it'd be cool to do it, like, in HD, and, like, we haven't had it in a while since Metroid Prime Hunters. So, yeah, that would make sense, too. A remake of Kid Icarus Uprising. So, this right here has me mixed because I know Nintendo wants to update Kid Icarus Uprising. Like, I know that they're looking, I know that they do. I know that the information that I got and the information that Jeff Grubb got that he's talked about and that's been out there, I know that there's something with Kid Icarus Uprising. So, once again, I'm not saying that this is going to be true or going to be revealed next week, but Kid Icarus Uprising should be getting something. It should be getting a remaster or a remake or a re-release or something. Something's happening with Kid Icarus Uprising. Because I know Nintendo does like that game. They're looking to see where they want to put it or what's happening with it. So I do believe that Kid Icarus Uprising is coming. I just don't know if it's going to be now, but that's been rumored for a while now. There's tiny peeks at a new 3D Mario and Animal Crossing. Okay, which once again, that wouldn't shock anybody if they showed off a new Animal Crossing or 3D Mario. Shows a bunch of third-party games, including Monster Hunter Wilds and Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Now, I've already talked about, so like, this is, to me, this is just educated guesses. A lot of this stuff is just, I don't know if this person actually knows anything. I don't think so. This could be educated guesses, but it's very specific and it says Wednesday. So we'll find out if it's BS or not or what's happening, right? So Sparking Zero and Monster Hunter Wilds, those are going to come over. We know that those are going to come over. And the reason why we know that is because the Japanese game industry, the PS5 in general, is not putting up the numbers that they really think that they can put up in Japan. They know that they need Nintendo in order to get those numbers. You look at Sparking Zero in Japan, that game sold 3 million units worldwide, right? In Japan, it only sold 63,000 units on the PS5. That's all it sold, just 63,000 units. That's it. That's it for a Dragon Ball Z game. I mean, we had older games from the Nintendo 3DS that sold better than that, you know? Better than Sparking Zero, which is one of the best, if not the best, Arena Fighter Dragon Ball Z game, you know? Definitely at the top of the food chain. When it comes down to it. So absolutely, don't get me wrong, they like the fact that they sold 3 million, but they definitely want to sell a bit better in Japan. So we're going to see Sparking Zero, just like we saw Xenoverse for the Switch 1. Monster Hunter Wilds, I think that's happening too. We saw Monster Hunter Rise. We saw the sales of that game. They sold 10 million units plus on the Switch by itself. That is $1 bazillion. They do not want to lose that money. And they're only going PS5 and Xbox Series and PC. PS5, once again, Capcom still sees Japan as a big market for Monster Hunter. You're not going to be able to sell as many copies of Monster Hunter simply just being on PS5. PS5 sales are so down, so they've got to have that switch to backup plan ready for Japan. So I see that happening as well. The system apparently releases in May. And I also want to point out that Nintendo did have Dragon Ball Xenoverse in their little montage trailer, not in the October trailer in 2016, but they had it in the 2017 January presentation. They did show that. I don't think they showed the Monster Hunter Double Cross game or whatever, but that did come over to the Switch in that first year or second year. I forgot exactly when Monster Hunter Double, that port. And then obviously we got Monster Hunter Rise, but that makes sense for them to have some big third-party games like that. But the system apparently releases in May, sometime around Golden Week, which is a holiday in Japan where they get some time off and stuff like that. And there's big shopping. Same month as Super Nintendo World opening in Orlando. The full reveal is apparently in January or February of 2025. So that is the update, boys and girls. That is the update. What do you guys think? Let me know. I was hoping Uprising coming back a while ago. Hope you're right on Nintendo being interested. I think that they're still interested because Uprising's a very good game. It just has one major flaw. Switch 2 could be a VR system. No, developers have already stated that it's essentially like a Switch. And I personally gotten confirmation that it's essentially like a Switch, but better. There's going to be some other things that they're going to be doing. And they might do a VR separate, like a Labo type thing, but the Switch 2 itself isn't going to be a VR system. No, that's ridiculous. But no, it's not. Why would they completely throw away their whole business for VR? VR is not a main thing. It's a side thing. It's not a main thing. Nintendo would not throw away their whole console business to do VR when VR sales are terrible. To be honest, like VR sales are bad. So they wouldn't make their whole system a VR system. And like that's their only system that you can play. Let's see here. Double Cross was 2017 in Japan, 2018 worldwide. Okay, so there you go. So it was the launch year, right? So they didn't have Double Cross in their promotional at the beginning, but it was that launch year. So I do feel that Nintendo could have something, even if it's not Monster Hunter Wild, maybe Monster Hunter, what was it? Monster Hunter World and Iceborne. Maybe they have that, right? So yeah. Stream is dropping frames. Oh, snap. Stream is dropping frames. Why is the stream dropping frames? That is crazy. Yeah, I dropped like a bazillion frames right now. And I had no problems whatsoever beforehand. So I don't know why the stream is dropping so many frames. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, guys. Is it good now? Let me know. Yeah, the stream dropped crazy. So did you guys hear what I said about the Switch? Did you guys hear what I said about it? Like, or do I need to repeat some of that information for the frames that were dropped? Let me know in the chat. Frames are good now. Do I need to repeat anything? Do I need to repeat? Did you guys miss the stuff that I said? I don't know why. I don't know what's going on with the frame drops, bro. Like, I've never had issues with that at all since I moved to my new place. I've never had issues. And then all of a sudden, there's just been some random issues here and there with the frame drops. I don't know. Let me make sure that everything... I think it might be because of the resources that I have open. Let me make sure everything is good. Let me make sure everything is closed out and good. It should be. I don't know. I'm thinking about just using a whole new browser. I think it's literally Google Chrome that's causing the frame drops. Like legit. I think it's Google Chrome. Let's see here. Best watched at 8K, 120 frames. Oh yeah, you want frame drops, bro. That's what we do. That's how you're gonna get frame drops right there. No, it was short dips, but it's all good. Okay. Nintendo cyber attack because you relaying information about Switch 2. So you think it's real, dude? Yes, please repeat. Okay. Let me repeat what was said. I'm not gonna make all my commentary in between. I'm just gonna repeat the information, and then we can go from there. So this is all rumor. It could be completely made up. Apparently, it's a 3-minute video showing off the new system for the Nintendo Switch 2. Apparently it's being revealed next Wednesday, which I don't think it's gonna happen, but hey, whatever. First game you will see is the system. I mean, it might happen, guys. Never mind. I'm gonna straddle the line because it might happen. 3-minute video showing off the new system. First game you'll see is a brand new Mario Kart game. The game has characters from Zelda, Star Fox, F-Zero, Star Fox, and Pikmin as new racers. 8-player split-screen multiplayer for the new Mario Kart game. A new look at Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, showing Solix as a playable character and a multiplayer mode. A remake of Kid Icarus Uprising. Tiny peeks at a new 3D Mario and Animal Crossing. A bunch of third-party games, including Monster Hunter Wilds and Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. System releases in May, sometime around Golden Week in Japan. Same month as Super Nintendo World opening in Orlando. Full reveal in January/February. So did you guys get all that? There was no frame drops, right? My CPU's not being taxed at all. I'm using less than 6% of my CPU, guys. So it's not like it's my CPU or my PC. I mean, I got a beast tier PC. I've got good streaming software. I got good internet. I literally think it's Google Chrome at times causing issues. Like if I have like more than like 5 windows open, it'll like start acting ghetto. So yeah, I got to be careful with that. What's the credibility? Bro, there is no credibility with this source. That's why I put wow and I'm making jokes about it and we're joking around about it because I'm covering it because let's see if it's real, right? Because here's the thing that I don't trust 4chan. I don't trust where these leaks come from, you know? But the funny thing is that every now and then, closer to the actual reveal of something, a leak that actually comes out is real. That's the funniest thing about this. Now, when you start covering a million, that's why I haven't been covering all the leaks. There's been all sorts of leaks and all sorts of stuff. I don't cover all that crap because most of it is nonsense. But sometimes when you get these reveals or you get these things that are really close to potentially when it could be happening, like historically for Nintendo, then that's when it's like, okay, wait, hold up. This one sounds a little bit different. So all this stuff here is very logical. All this stuff here is literally what they did with the Switch. Like all this stuff here is exactly what they did with the Switch. This is no different from what they did with the Switch. They showed off a short trailer with the Switch 1 and it showed off Mario Kart. It showed off little peaks of a new 3D Mario. It showed off it showed off Skyrim, right? That was a big deal back then in 2017, Skyrim. Skyrim at that point was only about 6 years old because Skyrim came out in 2011. So it was only about 6 years old. So it wasn't that old, right? So Skyrim was a big deal. They showed Skyrim. They showed NBA 2K. So having the actual up-to-date sports games, that was a big deal too. So it showed NBA 2K. It showed Splatoon, right? And they also showed, what else did they show? That was about it. They didn't show that many games. Yeah, they just showed Mario Odyssey. They showed Skyrim. They showed NBA 2K. They showed Splatoon. And they showed Mario Kart. There might have been another game or so, but I think that's all they really showed. They didn't show too many. This basically has about the same, right? There's only a few games on here. It's just Mario Kart, Metroid Prime 4, Kid Icarus Uprising, 3D Mario, Animal Crossing, and Dragon Ball Sparking Zero Wilds. I mean, the only thing that would be different is that the Switch 1 trailer did not get a montage of games. Now, I'm not sure if this person if he's saying that all of this is going to be in that 3-minute video, which I think that's what he's saying, or they're going to eventually have that, but I'm just going to take it as all this is going to be in that 3-minute video, then that's obviously a little bit different than how Nintendo did it. Nintendo did the montage of games in a trailer, like software. They did that in January. And the Switch 1 did not get that in October of 2016, but it got it in January of 2017. So yeah. I'm watching EOW or watching OJ. I'm playing Echoes of Wisdom or watching OJ. I'm not sure what you're doing, Wally Tucker. What are you doing? One of the two. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, the stream is stuttering. Yeah, dude, I don't know why it's stuttering. Give me a second. Give me 1 second, guys. Yeah, let me see why. Okay. YouTube is not receiving enough video feed to maintain its... Okay, so apparently it's not receiving enough video feed. Why is it not receiving enough video feed? So yeah. Why is it not receiving enough video feed? That's so crazy. I don't know. It's so weird. It should be receiving enough video feed. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's doing that, guys. It's so weird. Maybe we can do this. Maybe we can. Can you adjust the bitrate on the fly? I don't think you can. I think you need to shut down the stream then go back. So sorry about the buffering, guys. Yeah, no, I don't know if it's YouTube or if it's me. I closed out all my windows and stuff. I don't have all my windows open like I used to, but it's saying that I'm not having enough feed, so it's like it's acting super weird. Real quick though, we got to do some overclocks though. Thank you guys for the support. I forgot to do the overclocks, so we've got a 30-minute extension on today's stream. Let's go.
Overclock Buster.
Thank you for the 30-minute extension, guys. We are close to the next one. Next one at 45. We will extend the stream for 1 hour. Or no, 45 minutes. And then the next one, 60, is at 1 hour. Thank you guys so much for your support. I appreciate that. Shout out to the Overclock boys. Overclock boys and girls, let's go. So, yeah. Place is pretty believable, plausible, but I just find it odd that no one credible has said anything so far. It's hard for me to take it seriously. Yeah. That's the thing. That's the reason why I'm making more of a joke about it than I am about being serious about it, you know? Bro, the stream is okay. My phone keeps going from 4G to 5G. It's no problem. Okay. Yeah, but I see that there's frame drops on my like I can see how I've dropped 12,000 frames since I started streaming, which is not good. Which is definitely not good at all. So, but for some reason in my notifications, they'll usually tell me in my log that I've dropped frames or something, my stats. Oh, never mind. I found it. Yeah, I've dropped 7.3 drop frames since I started, you know, out of the whole stream so far. So it's not like a lot, but it's like a lot, you know? So I'm not sure what's going on with there. I think next time what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the bit rate. And I think that's the problem. Like, my internet is really good. And if you don't have a high enough bit rate for what you're trying to do, it's not getting enough feed for it. And it's going to mess up. So Twitch is kind of weird. Like, they're like, no, you can't go over 6,000 or 5,000 or 6,000 or whatever. But YouTube's like, yeah, you can do 1 million if you want. We don't care. So yeah. Hey, what's up, Immortal Rooster? Welcome to the stream. Shout outs, man. Appreciate you. Yes, I would like Uprising to come back. Travarius, what's up, man? Travarius. What's up, Mega Lee? Welcome to the stream. You always look jacked, OJ. Jacked as in, like, muscular build? I mean, this is not my biggest, but I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm buying 3 Nintendo alarms. Thanks, John. Thank you for the dollar dono from Super Christian Me World. I think I'm dropping more frames right now, and I'm just noticing that. I'm dropping more frames. I'm not sure what's going on. Oh, is it because the music is in HD? It might be that because of the music. I have like a separate music HD feed. Okay, let me drop this down to like 360p. Okay, let's see if that helps out, guys. I'm trying to do everything that I can. Super Christian Mule with the dollar says, should we rub our hands, stomp our feet, snap our fingers, and say the magic word "whoa" to fix the live stream? Yes, I think that would be a very good thing. So is it because I use a VPN China so there's frame drop? No, that's not it. Shout outs. Thank you so much, Super Christian Mule with the dollar dono. Let's go. Let's break those combos. Let's go. Shout outs, man. Any news on the new Fire Emblem? No news on the new Fire Emblem. Exaggerated history. I will update you guys when I get something. I checked with my source a few weeks ago, about a month ago, and they told me nothing. You gonna watch Tyson versus Paul next month? Probably not. Is Sonic Forces worth giving a spin? Never played it before. No, that game sucks. But if you want to try it out, try it out. So yeah, the first thing I do is check your internet speed itself. Yeah, that's a good idea too. Let me check that as well. Hopefully it doesn't mess up while I'm. Yeah, my speed is good. I'm getting good. I'm getting my good download. I'm getting about what I get. The upload and download. I mean, upload's kind of trash, but the upload's good enough. Well, more than good enough for streaming. Yeah, the connection's very fast. I have only 8 ms latency. Everything's good. So everything should be good. I'm not sure what's going on. So yeah, it says excellent connection now. I think it might have been me running a 1080p feed of the music, streaming that at the same time. That might have been it, but that shouldn't stop it, but whatever. Let's see here. Hey, whoa! Look like that worked. Yes, it did. Should I invite Nintendo Prime on for a discussion about video games, about Switch 2? Should I? If you guys want me to, I'm gonna invite him on. Like nothing, and I'm gonna act like nothing happened between us. I'm gonna be like, "Yo, Prime, come on for a stream, bro. Let's talk about Nintendo." And I'm not gonna troll him at all. I should do that. I should just be like, "Yo, Prime, come through." Watching Spawncast 2, of course, the most comments of weirdos saying how you caught up in your high horse and insufferable. Yeah, I figured that people would be upset with that episode of the Spawncast because I was getting on Sean a little bit just to try to make things a little bit more fun. But yeah, like I said, anything that I say, if I don't say anything, they're going to be upset at me. If I try to make the show a little bit more exciting and like just have a little bit of back and forth with whatever, they're going to get upset at me. So anything that I say, they're going to be upset. There's just people that don't like me there, which is fine. It was kind of like Dreamcast guy when he was on. Anything that he said, people just got upset, you know, regardless if he just tried to say something to have a different opinion or say, oh, well, what about this? You know, so yeah, anything that I say, it's insufferable. If I say, oh, well, you guys are supporting Call of Duty and stuff like that, right? Like, just to make something interesting, which I've told Sean before, you know, when it comes down to it. People don't like that. They don't like me saying anything. I gotta just be quiet, you know? I can't say anything on that. If I don't just say everything and agree with everybody, people get upset. Like, I mean, or, no, sorry. If I don't just sit there and agree with everybody, or if I just sit there and just say the standard answer to stuff, that's the only time that people won't be upset with me. If I say something to say, have like, hey, well, what about this? Or like give like a little bit of a different take, then, oh my gosh, he's terrible. He's upset. Oh, he's the insufferable. This guy's the worst. It's like, you got to just be status quo. Like the Spawncast is it's such vanilla ice cream, bro. You can't be anything else on that show. Otherwise people will get upset at you. Like, even like when Click would say things that are a little bit different, or when Dreamcast guy would, or even back when Nate would get it. That's why they call him Nate the Hate. People used to get so upset at him because he simply said some things that were different. So if you don't say status quo, whatever, they get upset, you know. So yeah, man. But it's all good. People don't want they don't want me to talk. Like, they don't want me to talk or disagree with who they like. They don't like me as much. They like Sean. They like they like John. Obviously, they like Mystic Ryan, but. You know, if I disagree with any of their takes, or if I see something different, it's automatically, I'm terrible, I'm this, instead of like, oh, it's more of a discussion on it. Which I understand, like, I get it. Like, a lot of those people there, like, they're really weird. You know, they don't like real, actual discussion back and forth. What they want is everybody agreeing with each other on what a status quo is. That's all they want on their podcast. They just want the standard, you know, whatever. John brings me on because he knows that I'm going to disagree with certain stuff. He knows that I'm going to say, hey, this and all that. He finds it interesting because it's good to have different opinions or whatever on the show. So I already know that's going to happen on the Spawncast. Like, and there's just some racist people too there. Let's just keep it a buck. Most people aren't, but there's just some that are just people that are racist there, which is, by the way, I'm not going to say confirmed because I'm not going to show you guys, but there's definitely people that I saw 100% see racist stuff that's linked to their YouTube channel and their Twitter accounts and all that type of stuff that say stuff about me in the Spawncast, like 100%. So I'm not going to say everybody, but there are a few. But yeah. But that's what they want. They want everybody to sit there and agree with whatever anybody's saying. And if you disagree, or if you bring up a different point, or if you make it a bit exciting, or say like, what? No, what about this? And just try to have a little bit of fun while you're doing a podcast, people get upset with that. You know, on my podcast that I used to run, we used to have that all the time. So yeah. And everybody thought it was fun. Like, if you go back to my podcast sections, we would all sit there. And there was one time when it got a little bit too crazy with Jordan, which I understand, and I apologize for that. But for the most part, when I did my podcast, we all disagreed. We all yelled at each other. And everybody in my stream, they know the deal. Like, in my chat, y'all know the deal. It's supposed to be fun. People are going to have different opinions. It's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal if you disagree with somebody. It's not that big of a deal even if you disagree with somebody and they're being weird or they're acting crazy. Like, I had Baron on. I had Abaddon. I had V-Sips. I had Jordan on. I mean, we all had different opinions on everything, and it was cool. It was like, whatever, you know? And nobody in the chat was going all crazy on certain people on the cast, because it was like, it's just for fun. It ain't anything too serious. Like, it ain't that big of a deal. But a lot of people there take that stuff really seriously. Like, they take the cast, like the Spawncast, so seriously. And it's like, everybody's got to give us the opinions are like business. Like, they want there to come with suit and ties and stuff like that, or they just want them to say whatever you want them to say, usually whatever Sean's opinion is. They want them to all agree with Sean, you know, regardless of him being right or wrong. Even like with the whole Metaphor Refantazio bit, I saw people, so I don't go there a lot, but I saw some people say, OJ's stupid, Metaphor is not gonna do that well, oh, he's just an RPG Atlas whore and stuff like. And I'm like, what? I'm basing it off of Atlas's other games, bro. Like, I'm basing it off of their other games. Atlas makes their big RPGs. they all average at least like a 87, 88 or above, most of them, right? Like if you look at this year, Persona 3, Persona 5, or 2022, Persona 4, 2022, 2023, 2024. Let's look at those right there, right? You look at Persona 3, Persona 4, Persona 5, and you look at SMT 5 Vengeance, you look at Unicorn Overlord, and you look at Persona 3 Reload. If you look at all of those games, those all, like, they have like an average of like 80, like 88. If you count Persona 5 Royal, right? Count Persona 5 Royal, count all of those. The average is high 80s. That's the average for Atlas in the most recent times for their biggest game. All I did was apply that, and I even broke it down on the video, on the stream. I said, oh yeah, well, Persona 3 Reload's a remake, and that's an 87. SMT is a re-release, that's an 87. I'm guessing Metaphor is going to get some extra points for being a new IP, for being a bit kind of different, for having an in-depth complex system. So I'm going to go at least an 88 or above, because that's what we see with Atlas games. That's what we see with big Atlas titles, especially new ones. And I had people calling me all sorts of names because Sean disagreed with me on that, right? So yeah, man. I can tell you exactly what happens once Switch 2 is even announced, let alone launched. Prime, I gotta have you on the channel. We need to talk. Once that happens, bro. I need to have you on the channel. I was telling people earlier, Prime, I was like, yo, we need to have you on the channel like nothing ever happened. Like there was no situation at all. I think that would be cool. Where is Black Baron? Oh, I talked to Baron the other day. He's just wrestling and doing rehab and stuff. He's good. Let's see. There's some things that Baron says that makes me go mad, but I love. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like me and Baron disagree. We disagree, but it's not so serious. Like to be so angry in the chat. Like it ain't that big of a deal. You know. So, but anyway, a lot of those people don't like my style. I mean, John's obviously way more reserved than me, and they're gonna agree with Sean, like almost everything that Sean says. So yeah, I'm not really too worried about that. Let's see. Yeah, I'm cool with it. Can't wait for the new gen to start finally, mostly game stuff. Hey, shout outs Prime. Appreciate you, brother. You guys go check out Nintendo Prime's channel. If we're all drones, they have the same opinions, they would be dreary, airy world. Yeah, that's why the next one that I'm not gonna be. I don't think I'm gonna be. I might be on the next Spawncast. I'm not 100% sure. I might be. I might not be. But the next time, I'm not gonna say anything, bro. I'm just gonna agree with everything that everybody says on there, and then let's see if I don't think anybody will say anything. I'm just gonna be like, oh yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree, because that's what they want. That's what some of these people want. They just want me to agree with everything. They don't want me to say anything. They don't want there to be any disagreement, and that's fine. I mean, a lot of people like those boring podcasts like that, you know, but it's all good. Like, for example, people were calling out John on Twitter. I mean, Twitter's crazy, but people were calling out John, saying that John is fake, he's too much of a Nintendo. I mean, RGT actually quote tweeted this, and people were calling out John on his Click R3 podcast because he was trying to get Mystic Ryan to apparently bash the PS5 Pro, and all John was doing was simply giving his side, like the side of, hey, PS5 Pro maybe not the best deal for what they're doing. Obviously, Mystic Ryan thinks differently. It's two people on the podcast. Should they just sit there and agree on everything? Should there not be a difference of opinion, like, on anything? Like, so this is just how some people are, man. Like, it is what it is. So yeah. Let's see. Wait, you're not allowed to check people on the show? No, I'm allowed. John doesn't mind at all. He thinks it's fine. I'm just saying, like, the people in the comment section got upset with that, and I don't have a problem with them getting up. If they don't like me, that's fine. Like, I'm okay. I'm okay playing the villain role. If they don't like me, that's fine. So yeah. Even if you're not on this podcast, this would still say it's so much better. And that's fine. I don't mind them saying whatever, you know. Don't change OJBU, bro. I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna do it in a funny way. I think where people got really upset was the time when I made fun of it's the Sony guys, right? The Sony guys kind of dominate some things. It's like Nintendo and Sony guys, obviously Xbox guys too. But I think the time where I really pissed some people off, and I don't take anything back because I doubled down on it, of the time that I said that trophy hunters have no girlfriends. Like, and I made a joke. It was a simple joke about trophy hunting, how they spend more time hunting trophies than hunting girls, or hunting a girlfriend or a wife or whatever. And it was a joke. I was not serious. I was a trophy hunter before, and I had a girlfriend at the time, or whatever the case is. I'm married now, but whatever. I wasn't being serious. I made the same joke with. Here's the thing. They don't like it when it's based on what they like. They don't like it when it's based on what they like. Because I made the same joke about gamers not having girlfriends or whatever when that one game, Eternites came out, and they showed like a video of holding a girl's hand, and it's like HD or like haptics with the PS5 controller. And then I made a joke saying, oh, well, this will be the first time a lot of you guys will hold a girl's hand is in this game. And nobody had a problem, literally, nobody had a problem with that joke. And nobody had an issue with that joke at all because it was freaking Eternites, you know? If I make a joke about that, or if it's Persona, or if it's whatever, it's fine. But the minute I make a joke about their dear beloved PlayStation and not having a girlfriend or whatever, it's World War III. You can't make that, you can make that joke when it comes to anime and all that. It's fine. There's nobody will complain. But you can't make that joke when it's literally the same concept. You can't make that joke when it comes to PlayStation. You can't do that. Otherwise, oh, you're disrespectful. How dare you? Nobody said that to me when I made that joke about Eternites. Not a single person really had a problem. Shout out to Paul Gale. Thank you for the 38 months. I appreciate it. Thank you for the 38 months. Wind Waker. Music. All right, shout out. Thank you for the 38 months, bro. Because JRPGs aren't mainstream, so you can exactly, that's what I'm saying. It's not something that they like, it's not something that they partake in, so it's okay to make fun of that. But God forbid make fun of PlayStation trophies. But anyway, I made fun of that right on the Spawncast. I made a joke about that, and then on the next one, I saw a lot of people complaining, and they were sitting there making fun of me, whatever, saying whatever. I'm like, okay, that's fine. So then on the next Spawncast, I was like, hey guys, you know, I said something last time, you know. And I just want to say that truly, I from the bottom of my heart, like I said, from the bottom of my heart, I'm not saying sorry. And I put on my sunglasses. I took off this and I put on my sunglasses, and I was like, I'm not sorry. I'm gonna double down on it. Yeah, you damn trophy hunters, y'all ain't got no girlfriends, blah blah blah. I can joke around and I'm gonna say it again, and that's the bottom line, because OJ said so. And oh my gosh, dude, yeah, that pissed them off too. I think that was when they're like, all right, we're done. This cocky bastard, we're done with him. I was like, yeah, I'm doubling down. Hell no, y'all ain't gonna get me to stop. I'm gonna make jokes. I make jokes on Nintendo. I make jokes on Microsoft. I make jokes on Sony. I'm gonna make jokes whenever I feel like it. If you don't think it's funny, that's fine. But no, like y'all not gonna make this stuff unfun for me. Like, I've been covering gaming for a decade plus now, and going by the book and never making any jokes that is so boring. So y'all not gonna make this stuff unfun for me. I don't want to sit on a podcast for 2 hours and be bored as hell. I want to actually have some funny stuff that pops up, or kind of rib somebody a little bit to see what reaction they're gonna get. That's fun to me. If people don't like that, oh well, you'll enjoy it when I'm not on there. When I can't be on there, you'll enjoy it. But I've been on that damn show, the Spawncast, for 6 years or something like that. Six plus years I've been being on that, and I've always been myself. I've always been me. So whether people like it or not, whatever, you know. So yeah. I remember some of those people comments were stereotypical geeks. I think they were just upset because maybe the joke hit home. Listen, man, there's a little bit of truth in any stereotype or whatever, right? Like, there's a little bit of like when people say, oh yeah, black people be eating chicken and watermelon. It's like, well, wait, not everybody fried chicken and watermelon, but there's a little bit. I mean, yeah, you go to some of the cookouts, a lot of fried chicken and watermelon there. It ain't nothing to be like get upset about. Like, if it's not done in a malicious way, if somebody makes a joke. I've seen white comedians, I've seen people make that joke 1,000,000 times or whatever the case is. It doesn't make me upset. It's just, it's not that big of a deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, people can do whatever, but like, there's a little bit of truth inside the stereo. So I think that's where they got upset, because a lot of these guys, they're sitting there, they're trophy hunting all day. They ain't got no girlfriend. All they do is go to work, come back, and trophy hunt, and that's what they're stanking ass sitting down playing PlayStation 5 all day. So that's what they do. So then they get upset when I make a little joke. They hit a little bit too close to home for some of these guys, because clearly it was a joke, and I said it was a joke. So I think it hit a little bit too close to home for some of them, so they got upset, you know? So let's see here. Let's Let's see. Don't let them bully you off the show. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna be there anytime that I can be there. I will be there. Not for them, but I will say this: there's been a ton of people that show love and come over from the Spawncast. So let me make sure that I'm very clear on what I'm saying here, because I don't want this to be like, oh man, OJ just bashing on. No, I love the Spawncast. I think it's fun. I think there's a lot of good people there, but don't. There's been a ton of people, like thousands of people, that have came over from the Spawncast and subscribed to me and said, yo, OJ, I first saw you on the Spawncast. I you know, you were awesome on there. And there's still people that show me love there as well. So it's all good. You know, it's all good. Let's see here. Bro, don't waste your energy on these PS fanboys. All these fanboys are toxic waste, but PlayStation ever since the last gen became most annoying and naive, cocky-minded fan base in gaming existing. Yeah, I think after they thrashed Nintendo and Microsoft in the console wars, they definitely got bit really confident on that one. Super Christian Me with the dollar dono as well. Thank you so much, Super Christian Me World. Thank you for the dollar dono. Let me read off your message. It says, bro, you wounded me with that fake as apology. I dare you. Like I got a girlfriend and I'm trophy hunting with my game girl Eve from Stellar Blade. Yeah, it was a joke. I wasn't serious, but people get upset at jokes all the time, man. It is what it is. Like I get it, you know. Sometimes people don't like a certain joke, or if you don't like a person or you don't like their personality. So I'm not even like blaming them. Like I'm not even upset or mad at them being. I already knew after the show. I was like, oh yeah, they're probably gonna be mad at me because like a black person talked, right? So it's like it's like they're like that. Most of them was like, be quiet, Blackie. Just know your role and shut your mouth and just talk about your anime games when John asks. Like that's what most of them want me to do, right? Like. You can't have no personality or nothing to some of these guys. So I mean, like it is what it is. Simeon Coin with the 100 core crystals says, yep, there's always jokes to be liked. My music request is a forgotten one. Illusion of Gaia. Ooh, Illusion of Gaia, that's a good one. Larry Cliff, Where the Wind Doesn't Reach. Yes, sir. Shout outs, man. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate that. Big love to Illusion of Gaia. That was one of my favorite games back in the day. Yeah, Illusion of Gaia is awesome. Such a good one. Let's see. And if you got on there, OJ, I agree with you. Everyone they call you boring. With everyone, they're gonna call you boring. Yeah, pretty much. They're gonna say, oh, you're not being you, or you're being fake, or something. So I'll just be me. It's natural. I don't try to be whatever towards anybody. I just do it because I think it's fun. But yeah, not everybody's gonna like that. You don't have to like it either. Like I'm not forcing anybody to like it. Is OJ out here girlfriendless shaming dudes again? Yes. All of you guys, no girlfriends. You guys are all bums. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Don't take it serious, though. Don't start typing angry comments in the comments section. Big love, thank you guys for the combo breakers.
Combo breaker.
I appreciate that, guys. Next one up at 45. Let's see if we can get there, guys. We got 5, 6, 7. We got 7 combos. Get to that 45-minute extension. Let's do it. What is the favorite fried chicken restaurant? Mine is Popeyes. Yeah, I'd probably say mine is Popeyes too, as well. Although I don't even actually eat the fried chicken part on the fried chicken. I rip the fried chicken part off, which is the best part of it, because of my blood pressure and cholesterol. I cannot eat fried chicken like that, but I still like the flavor of Popeyes, so I will rip most of it off, which is, my wife looks at me like I'm crazy. But yeah, I rip it off. And I just eat the chicken part because I cannot eat a lot of that. Otherwise, I will have high blood pressure. So yeah. No, you don't. Oh my gosh. I do. You can ask my wife. 100% ask my wife. I literally rip off the fried chicken parts. Like the top of the skin, I rip that off. I rip most of it off. If there's like bone or whatever on the back, I leave that part for them. Like I'll leave that, or like on the ends, like a drumstick, I'll leave the bottom part on. So I'll have a little bit of that fried chicken, so I can get a little bit of it, but I can't eat too much, otherwise my blood pressure, like, so that's the problem. So yeah. I don't eat fried chicken outside of that. I don't eat fried chicken. I only eat grilled chicken. So, let's see here. Get your wife in here. There's no way. I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. I rip it off. Let me see where I think she's with my boy. I think she's outside. If she comes in before, like if I hear it, because like the garage is over here, so if I hear her come in, I'll tell her to come over here and talk about it and say like, does he rip the fried? And I swear to you, I rip the skin off of the fried chicken. I rip most of it off, and I eat like I'll eat like the back, right? Like if it's like one of the thigh parts or whatever, like I'll eat the back or I'll eat the bottoms of like a drumstick, but I will not eat the full fried chicken on there. I like the skin on the fried chicken. I won't, because I can't, because my blood pressure, it'll spike if I do. I can't eat a lot of fatty food, like fried foods and stuff like that. So let's see here. Bruh, just eat the chicken. Oh, what is happening? I can't. I'm trying to tell you guys that I had hypertension when I was younger. I had hypertension in my 20s, and that's because I was eating too many fried foods and all that. I was eating too many fried foods, eating too much Taco Bell and stuff like that. So like this was decades ago. I've got it under control. My blood pressure is great. I'm usually like a 115 over like 70 or something like that. I have great blood pressure now. But back then I had blood pressure that was in the like 160 over like 90 or like 100. Like I had bad blood pressure and I was stressed. Also, like when I was playing college football, I was very, very stressed as well. So I had high blood pressure. I had hypertension, which is a serious medical condition. Like you don't want hypertension. You do not want it. You do not want how are you gonna have hypertension like when you're young, you know? So I can't eat fried foods. I can't eat fried foods like that.
I'm one of those people that you called out last Spawncast about playing COD, and I still play other stuff like JRPGs too, but I didn't even take it some type of way. It's not that serious.
I know it's not that serious. Thank you. It's not that serious. Like, I don't understand why people get so salty about this type of stuff. It's really not that serious. And it's no big deal. And I was smiling when I said it. It wasn't like I was super serious about it. I was like, oh yeah, some people, you know, they talk about how bad the industry is and they're still playing COD and all the stuff that makes it, you know. I think Sean's response to me was like, you buy Nintendo Switch Online. I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, what? I'm like, Nintendo Switch Online is what's bad with the industry? Oh, okay, cool. Like, is that what's causing the industry to be so bad?
OJ, playing the new Mario Party with my wife and our friend.
Yo.
Super fun.
Shout outs. Rosh Dom, thank you for the $3. Greg, thank you for the $2. Says disagreeing is okay if you're on the lighter side. I got you. I know. No, what's that thing? Oh, what's that thing? That meme? Let's see here. Yo. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, it's like this right here, bro. It's like this right here. It's like this. When it's okay or not okay to what's it called, to make jokes on the Spawncast. Here's what it is, bro. Okay, you over here, it's okay. You over here, it's okay. Over here, I'm over here. I'm like somewhere here. I'm over here in this range, bro. I'm like in between right here. I ain't quite here. I'm not quite here, but I'm about like right here. I'm over here, so this is definitely the chart right here. This is definitely the chart with that. That's the chart. Oh man, bro, that's hilarious. That reminded me of that. That's definitely the chart, bro. Shout outs. Let's get these combos on the board, baby. Jake, thank you so much, Jacob. Just back with the $3. Rosh Dom, thank you so much. That's 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 48 on the board. And then also, it's your boy with the $9.99 Jojo. Hey, let's go. And he says, I like Gus's world famous fried chicken the best. I haven't tried that before. I gotta try it one of these days, for sure. Gotta try it one of these days. 58 on the board. And then AAA Job with the 2 says, you gonna still stream Jamboree live today? I hope so. No, tomorrow. We're gonna plan it tomorrow. So after the 49ers game. So around probably like 5 o'clock PT, 8 o'clock Eastern time, we will have a Jamboree. We will be jamboreeing with the squad. So with the Elite Ninjas. So yeah, it's gonna be good. So look out for that tomorrow for Jamboree. Switch it up with the $5 as well. This is, where can I find a Nigerian wife? My last I had was Jamaican. They are for the streets. Let's just say her favorite song, her fave song is "Side Chick," song by Jeanette. Oh my gosh, man! Switch it up, man. Thank you for the dono, bro. Yeah, I don't know, man. You have to go to like the you got to go to like Houston or something like that. You got to go to certain where the population's high, but you got to remember like the population of Nigerian people here in the U.S. at least are pretty small. Outside of that, I'd say you got to go straight to the source, my man. I got somebody there on the inside. My family's from there, so I basically met my wife through family. you know, and then we started, you know, dating and talking and all that, and then we decided, okay, cool. But yeah. I got a lot of family back home, so yeah. Shout out to Switch It Up. Thank you for the $5, bro. 20th super on a live stream. Appreciate that. Yeah, the streets. Sometimes people are for the streets, bro. Sometimes it just works out that way, you know. I had, you know, before. I ain't gonna say any names or nothing or where, when, or how, but I've had that before, man. I've had that where, yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, man. Let's see here. Players is a criminal, constantly losing in the court of public opinion. DWB disagreeing while black. Yeah. Oh yeah, man. For real. Disagreeing while black. Yeah, I'm not allowed, bro. I can't say nothing. I can't do nothing. I can't make it fun. But yeah, it's okay. Big love though, guys. I appreciate it. Shout outs. I'm the coffee color one. Yeah, shout outs to coffee, bro. What black? The black coffee or what? Or coffee with the creamer in there? Coffee comes in very different types of shades, brother. Let's see. If you live in LA or Burbank, they just put a few in California. Oh yeah, I can go to LA. Yeah, I'm on the West Coast. I'm in Central Cali. I mean, yeah, you gotta hit up the motherland, bro. You gotta hit up the motherland. Go to Victorville. Oh, a few in Victorville. Victorville. Oh man, let's go. Shout outs, man. Joseph S, what's good, brother? Welcome to the stream. Family Guy had some crazy jokes. They got some pretty crazy jokes. It's funny stuff. It's funny stuff for sure. Funny stuff for sure, man. Oh man, funny stuff for sure. It's all good though. It's all good. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you guys coming out. Make sure you guys hit that like button. If you have not hit that like button, hit that like button on the stream. And you guys know it's time for the one and only hour-long extension and Noah and Mia. Let's go. Shellacked. Texas is getting shellacked by Georgia. Whoa, Georgia putting a beat down on #1 Texas? Oh my goodness. In Texas? In the big T? Oh man, you ever done a 24-hour stream? Nah, because I don't want to die. Big love, guys, though. Thank you so much for that. We got a 1 hour extension on tonight's stream. Should be a lot of fun. We are having a lot of fun here. If you're enjoying the stream, make sure you guys hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed yet. And definitely big love to you guys. Thank you guys so much for your support. I appreciate it. Never commit to a girl that's for the streets. I mean, listen, sometimes you don't know that they're for the streets when you get with them. Sometimes you don't know, and then it's too late. By that time, you're already, the streets have hit you. The streets have came through, you know? So yeah, man. Oh man, let's go. Shout outs though, guys. I appreciate it. 65 on the board. We out here. So, does anybody need a Switch 2 recap in terms of what happened with Switch 2? Does anybody need a recap of what I said because of the frame? And I dropped more frames since then. But does anybody need a recap of what was what I said, or maybe we should go over it again for those that came in a bit later? I can do that, and then we can kind of head into the new thing. Protection on the first date saves you a lot of time of pain. Well, I mean, hold up. We're not saying that you're gonna meet somebody and then go straight to that right from the beginning. That would be dope. All right, that's cool. Let me get a recap of the Switch 2 stuff. Okay, recap. All right, I got you guys. Your boy OJ. I'm a man of the people. Despite what people will say, I'm a man of the people. I'm a man of the elites. The elite ninjas. You guys are the best. You guys are the goated. Y'all are the lifeblood. Let's do this. All right, I'm gonna get a recap without the jokes that I made the first time. How about that? So apparently there's this Nintendo Switch T. No, I'm joking. So here is the sketchopotamus of the Nintendo Switch 2. This is what it is, guys. It looks like this is it. And this is my copy of Soul Calibur 4, brand new. This is a brand new copy of Soul Calibur 4. Don't ask me why I have a brand new copy of Soul Calibur 4 on the PlayStation 3. On the Sony PlayStation 3, but I do have a copy of Soul Calibur 4 on the Sony PlayStation 3 that has Darth Vader in it as a guest character on the PlayStation 3. So keep that in mind. I have a brand new copy of Soul Calibur 4. Anyway, aside from that, and don't ask me why I have a brand new copy of Soul Calibur 4 on my desk. Don't ask me why. I do. I just do. Okay. I have a brand new copy of Soul Calibur 4 on my desk. It is what it is. Okay. It is what it is. So yeah. All right. So wait, hold up, babe. Can you come here real quick? You don't gotta come on camera. Just come here. Can you just yell to these people because they don't believe me that I ripped the skin off the fried chicken for Popeyes?
Yeah, he doesn't eat the skin.
You won't show on camera.
He doesn't eat the skin.
Can you guys hear that? Say it again.
He doesn't eat the skin.
See, there you go. Proof. I do not eat the skin.
They think you're lying?
They think I'm lying because they love Popeyes. They love Popeyes.
No, he doesn't eat the skin.
He doesn't eat the. I told you.
Sometimes we have to air fry the chicken. We pop the skin and we air fry the chicken before we eat it. But he doesn't eat the skin of the Popeyes.
There you go.
I eat the skin too. I like it.
She eats the skin.
Yeah, I like the skin, but he doesn't like it. He doesn't like skin of any chicken at all. Any chicken at all. That's all.
Okay, see? Proof. Eyewitness testimony that I do not eat the skin on the chicken. On any of the chicken. Oh, man. Let's see, then tell Popeyes to give you the baked chicken or grill. Do they have baked chicken? I'm not capping. And like, yeah, sometimes we air fry it. Sometimes like we take the skin off, or like she'll make even like grilled chicken, right? I don't even eat the skin on the, I don't even really eat the skin on the grilled chicken. I'll rip that off. So I will rip off most of it. So yeah. I do not like peach cobbler. No, I don't like apple pies. I don't like peach cobbler. I don't like fruits heated at all. Like, don't give me anything that's like a fruit heated up. I won't eat it, or I don't like it. I like the crust on apple pie. I like the filling in apple pie, but I don't like the actual apples in apple pie. But because I don't like sloppy fruits, like heated up. That's nasty. You're not supposed to heat fruits. At least I don't like. Or you need to heat it all the way down to like it's like a liquid and pour it on something. I don't know. But I'm not a fan. Not a fan. So let's see here. The skin is healthy fats. Not fried chicken skin. No, not fried chicken skin. Grilled chicken skin, yes, it can be. But I still take off some of it, not all of it. But fried chicken, absolutely not. That's the unhealthiest part of the part that you want is the white meat chicken. That's the protein. That's the protein. You can get your healthy fats from much better sources than fried chicken. You can get your healthy fats from like omega-3. You can get your healthy fats from so many other different sources. That's what I do. I get my healthy fats from other sources. Like there's like certain peanuts, the healthy nut mix that you can get your healthy fats from. I will not get it from fried chicken. So yeah. All right. So anyway, this is it. This is the Switch 2. I'm gonna go over some of the rumors in terms of some of the stuff that we saw. So this is what I was reading off of, guys. This is the breakdown. No pineapple on pizza. No. I'm getting pizza tonight though. So any of y'all want to put in towards the pizza fund? We're getting Domino's tonight. We're getting Domino's. I got a protein pizza at Domino's. I get no cheese. Some of you guys are gonna hate this. I get no cheese. I get steak. I get a little bit of bacon. I get green peppers, and I get chicken. And I get grilled chicken on my pizza. No cheese though, and a little light sauce, because they put too much sugar in that sauce. So light sauce on thin crust. It's my own custom protein pizza. My wife does not get that though. She gets a regular pizza. It's 101. How does somebody? This is why they hate me so much on the Spawncast, right? It's because this is the real reason why they hate me. Because I don't eat the skin on the fried chicken. Let's see. So don't ask how I know this, but Switch 2 is being revealed next Wednesday. Next Wednesday. That is the 23rd. If it's revealed next Wednesday, that'll be really good because I have something to do on the 24th. So I'm gonna be busy on the 24th. So I really hope that it is the 23rd. Or I hope it's not the 24th. I hope it's not the 24th. It better not be the 24th. It better not be the 24th at all. It better not be. So yeah. Let's hear it. They can't be racist to use because of the because of the chicken. Switch it up with the dollar. Says thanks for the tip on the wife. You're invited to the wedding. So is my ex. I told her she's gonna end up being a single mom with baby daddy who got 12 kids from all over the nation. Switch it up. I didn't know you're so funny, bro. Thank you. Thanks for the dollar dono, brother. I appreciate that. So apparently it's gonna be a 3-minute video showing off the new system. First game you will see for the system is a brand new Mario Kart game. The game is gonna have characters from Zelda, F-Zero, Star Fox, and Pikmin as new racers. Has 8-player split screen mode, new look at Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, showing playable Silex, a multiplayer mode, a remake of Kid Icarus Uprising. There's Tiny Peaks, a new 3D Mario, and Animal Crossing. Shows a bunch of third-party games, including Monster Hunter Wilds, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. System releases in May, sometime around Golden Week in Japan, same as the month as Super Nintendo World opening in Orlando. Full reveal. I think that this is not necessarily accurate. I think that there's some stuff that might become true, but only because of educated guesses. But I don't think that they're gonna. I mean, listen, we all said, or people said, oh, September reveal. Now it's not September reveal. Oh, now an October reveal. So if they don't reveal it in October, I don't think they're gonna reveal it this year. But I think that if Nintendo's gonna reveal it, it's gonna be. If Nintendo's gonna reveal the system, it's gonna be next week. Like if they're gonna reveal it in October, it's either gonna be next week. I mean, it could be the week after. But the week after it goes to 1, 2, 3, 4. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, next week, the week only goes to Thursday. Once it hits Friday, that'll be November already. So we'll be done with the year pretty much. This document is false. I think it's false. It's not even a document. It's just like it's a 4chan rumor. So I don't think it's even like a real document. The reason why I'm covering it is because this is exactly the type of stuff at times close to when there potentially could be a reveal that end up being correct. I remember like with the Sora Disney, it wasn't necessarily like this. That's this close. But this was the type of stuff, usually the stuff that's correct is the stuff that is plausible and feasible. All this stuff is probably going to happen. Did I say there's a remake of Kid Icarus? I also said remake of Kid Icarus, Tiny Peaks, whatever. There's Tiny Peaks at 3D Mario and Animal Crossing. So these are the type of rumors that ultimately end up being true. Is the stuff that's like, yeah, that's probably going to happen. When it comes to Nintendo, these are the type of things that end up being true. So yeah. So that's what happens usually with these type of things. But we'll see. We'll see. We will see. Let's see here. Switch It Up says, I peeped who she cheated on me with, and the dude got multiple women. By the way, she is nursing, so you know they cheat except the Africans. Oh man, bro, that's not funny though. So to keep in touch, to hear her downfall. Yeah, man. I mean, listen, bro. Did she say why she cheated on you though? Like, not that you need a reason, but did she actually explain why? What did she just say? What, like, how did it come about? Since you're willing, I mean, if you're willing to say it, like, how did it come about that she cheated on you? Like, what happened? Was the relationship already going downhill and things just kind of spiraled from there? I mean, everybody's been cheated on, whether you know or not. I mean, it's happened to everybody. Like, everybody's been cheated on before. So, like, literally everybody's been cheated on. But the thing about it, cheating is whether you get caught or not. That's the thing. It's whether you get caught or not. A lot of people don't get caught. They've cheated, but they just don't get caught, you know? Simeon with the 100 core crystal says, the truth is indisputable. My request is Asnax Redrode Forest. Okay, yeah, shout outs. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Thank you for that. Oh man, this is a crazy looking game. Except the trophy. Yeah, well, except the trophy. No girlfriend to start with, right? No girlfriend to start with. She said, cause she felt like it. Damn. Oh no, that was just you. Okay, that's just you saying something. Revealing Switch 2 before the holiday doesn't come out until next year seems weird. I mean, does it? Revealing Switch 2 before a holiday when it doesn't come out does it? I mean, they did that with what's it called? They did it with Switch 1. It was cool until my former coworker told me that she was dating someone. They didn't know we were dating, so I investigated. It turned out to be true. Oh, so she was still like coming back home to you, but she was going out on the side with someone else. So did you guys like live together? And she was going out on the side. So like basically she was just like disappearing at times, right? Is that what you're saying? Like, okay, yeah. Hey man, let's just say this: you dodged the bullet, brother. You dodged the bullet because if you would have if you would have not found out, how far would it have went? You know what I'm saying? How far would it have went? What would have been happening and what would have been going on behind your back? And she probably would have kept that up for as long as possible, right? So it's good that it's not good that happened to you, and I'm sorry about that. Like I said, but I mean, I'm not trying to put myself into it, but I'm just saying most people have felt that type of pain. So I understand how you're feeling right now, brother. But once again, also, you know, it's good because you don't want it to get like to the point to where it's getting real bad, right? So, yeah, it's happened. So imagine if yeah, exactly. Well, I think you said it's his ex-wife. So they're not married anymore. So yeah, they're not married anymore. What's better to know earlier than the kids are involved? Exactly. Could be raising another man's baby. Glad it happens soon. Exactly. Exactly. And you can do better, man. You can do better. Switch it up. So yeah, man. You're destined for better, brother. So don't let it get you down too much. But yeah, I've been there, man. I've been there. It sucks, man. Sometimes, you know, it just depends. So it just depends. Just depends on everything. Vegeta's OG theme. I can't play anime music. AAA job. No, let's see here. The only time I was kind of cheated on was with a chick I wasn't technically dating, and she was officially with a different dude. He ended up cheating on her, and I married her sister. Oh my, get right. Okay, that's weird. Yeah, I mean, for the sake of, I'm not gonna say what's happened in terms of cheating with me. But I mean, I've had it happen to me. But not anytime, like nothing like current or anything like that, or nothing that I want to talk about or nothing like that, or anything on that type of thing. But it's happened to me in the past, like it's happened to me, you know. But like I said, it's one of those things. And I think, yeah, I cheated too, I think. Yeah, I definitely have. It wasn't that bad though. Mine wasn't that bad, was it? Oh wait, no, one of them was kind of bad. I had two. But I was like, I was young. I was like, one of them when I was a teenager. that doesn't count. And then the other was like when I was like 20. Another one was when I was a teenager. It was like two when I was a teenager. It wasn't when I was a teen. It was like when I was like 18 or 19 years old. You know? So those don't count. That doesn't count. Those don't count. Anything like college, I got cheated on in college too. College doesn't count. Teenager doesn't count. Those don't count. So yeah. Let's see. Just my opinion, but the live Spawncast is way better. Yeah, it is what it is, though, brother. This is like hell. It do. Why does it count? But remember, you gotta remember, broken controller. Here's the reason why it doesn't count. There's a reason why I said that it doesn't count when you're a teenager. Your brain isn't fully developed when you're a teenager, so you don't necessarily know everything in terms of. I'm not saying that you don't know right from wrong, because teenagers do know right from wrong. But when you're a teenager, your brain is just not, it's not there, bro. Like, it's not there. Like, when you're an adult, like, yeah, maybe, like, college, that counts because maybe you're closer. But, like, you know, the girl that cheated on me, she was, like, I think she was, like, 18 or 19. She was, like, 19. She was, like, 18 or 19. So, I didn't even hold it against her back then. I didn't even hold it really against her back then. And, wait a minute, I was like, oh, she didn't know I was cheating on her. But I did. But she didn't know. But she did first, so I didn't feel bad afterwards. But she didn't ever find out about that. She never found out about that. But she told me, and I was like, oh, okay. And then we were still together even after that. I was like, oh, okay. Like I said, that's the guy that I told you guys. I even met him. I shook his hand. It was a big old tall football player. I even met him and shook his hand, and I was like, oh, and I asked him. I said, yo, do you want to be with her? Like, I was like, I'm good. I can just step away. It's like no big deal. Like, I can just do something else. And he was like, oh, no, I'm okay. And then I'm like, okay, cool, no problem. And we shook hands, and then we left, and that was that. And then a little bit later, there was this girl that liked me, and blah blah blah, and we whatever. But that was like I said, and I never told her. Obviously, she never found out. I never told her, but that was happening. So I never felt bad or anything because it was like, well, you did it first, you know. You did it first. So yeah. How old am I? I am 50. I just turned 50 in April. Let's see here. Hey, what's up, Mr. Davis? Welcome. How are you doing? I'm doing good, man. How are you? Until now, you scum. I'm an adult and my brain is still not there. Projo, I know. Also, I was serious with the relationships. Yeah, I wouldn't even call the relationships like when you're a teenager. Can you have a real serious relationship as a teenager? You know, can you actually have a real serious relationship? I don't know if you can have a super serious relationship as a teenager. Like, I don't think it's for real, right? So, or even like I said, college. College, there's too much temptation all over the place. You know, it's too easy overall when it comes down to it. So that's the reason why I didn't even hold it against her. Because I'm like, yeah, like, whatever, you know. I literally was like, yeah, whatever. At that time, I mean, obviously, it's different. Like, now if there was like a relationship, obviously I'm married, whatever, blah, 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 it'd be different. But back then, I was just kind of like, am I that mad? I think part of me was like, yo, that would have been crazy if I would have like walked in and it would have been happening. I think I said that. I was like, that would have been crazy. I think I said it to my roommate. He was like, what? And I'm like, yeah, it happened. They were like, are you mad? I'm like, nah. I'm like, nah, not really. I didn't even know. I wasn't even that angry. Like, y'all don't understand. Like, back then, bro, I did not get upset at stuff. Like, I got upset at things, but like, I remember once I got into college, I stopped getting upset about stuff, bro. Like, I think that's why I can joke around and have fun and blah, 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 whatever. But I just like stopped getting upset about stuff that was out of my control. If something's out of my control, I ain't really gonna get upset about it. I'm gonna make jokes about it. That's kind of how I do things. Like, this is kind of how I live. It's like, okay, I don't really get upset about stuff. So I didn't really get upset about it like that. I was just kind of like, that would have been crazy, bro. Like, I was like, what if I would have walked in? How about if I would have sat down? Oh, don't mind me. Y'all have fun. I'm just gonna chill right here in the corner. And my friend George, I remember my friend George, he was like, hey, that's a good one now, Jay. And I was like, yeah. He's like, but you're joking, right? And I was like, maybe. I was like, yeah, maybe. Let's see here. He says, it's because you didn't like her like that, because you didn't care. I think, yeah, that might have been part of it. I think it's also, too, because, like, I was whatever, too. It was part of that, but like, yeah, I don't think I didn't like any girl like that beforehand. Like, there wasn't really, after high school, after the whole pirate chick that I dated, and then like whatever, there wasn't really anything that I was really like that, you know, that I was like trying to commit or super whatever, you know. It was just kind of like whatever, you know. I mean, I did like her though; she was cool, but to be honest, yeah, I don't know how much I liked her. She was kind of like really ghetto and like hood, like too much. A little too much at times. Like, I don't mind a little hood, that's fine. But like, it was like a little bit too much at times. A little bit too much. Like, one time I told you guys about the black fraternity. Like, you guys don't know about the black fraternity stuff. Some of you guys don't know about this, but when I went to school, there was these black fraternities, right? These red dudes, these purple dudes, these blue dudes, and she was all into that fraternity culture. Sorority fraternity culture. I remember I went to one thing one night. Monado with the $3. Stop the yard.
By the way, I watched RTU latest stream yesterday, and yikes, he flexes how he deleted his 1 million sub to his viewers.
I did see some of that.
And also bashes those who were offended by his unalive joke in the comment section. Like, brah, RTU might have some mental issues at this point.
Yeah, there might be something there for sure. But yeah, I watched that stream too, Monado. Thank you for the $3. We out here combo breaking. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is, man. But he's doing what he wants to do, so it is what it is. I did see some of that stream though, not all of it, but some. But yeah, the fraternities, Monado. So essentially, I remember going to one thing, and they were like, it was like an initiation thing, like with all the fraternities, and it was like all the black fraternities there, and it was like there was like people there. Then one guy was like, "Hey baby, okay." So I didn't think anybody was looking, bro. I didn't think anybody was looking. So off to the side, and I was like, like Dragon Ball Z. I was like, ah! And one of the fraternity dudes saw me like, hey man, hey, who are you, bro? Who are you? They started running towards me. I was like, oh, I'm out of here, bro. And she saw me and she was like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm out there chasing me. I just ran. Just saw it. It was dark, bro. It was this big shadowy Ganon looking figures coming at me, bro. Big old black 6'2" black guys just all running like this. All you saw was their eyes, bro. I was out, bro. I hit that 4-4. I'm telling you, whenever I got chased, I'm a 4.6, 4.5, 40 speed. If I'm getting chased, I'm 4.3. I'm Devin Hester. I'm telling you, you cannot catch me. When I was I wish I could time me when I'm running away from people. When I used to run at the time. Sometimes I would fight, sometimes I would run. And I'm telling you, you can't catch me. I swear I'm Devin Hester. I'm Dante Hall. I'm Deion Sanders. I'm doing the freaking Deion Sanders dance. You can't catch me. I've never lost, never been caught. From guys that are fast to one of those guys was on the football team. He ran like a 4.3 40. Dude can't catch me. None of them caught me. You can't catch me if I'm running for my life. Dude, I swear I'm a 4-1. I swear I'm a 4-1 when my life is in danger. I am a 4-1 40. You can't catch me. Josh Cribbs can't catch me. I never lost. LeVar Ball. I swear I've never been caught. High stepping towards the end, brother. High stepping. Never lost. It's like that low tier god chase. Yeah, it was like that. It was like that. It was like that low tier god chase story, bro. I don't know what would have happened to me if they would have caught me, bro. It would have been bad. It was great, though. It was great. It was a rush. It was fun. Another reason why I don't take stuff too seriously, bro, because I've had people try to, like, kill me, and I've gotten away with them, like, and I'm just like, I'm like the Sonic, like, like, no, not this time, brother. But I've had people run with guns at me. I've had people pull. I'm like, oh, snap. I've had people do all sorts of stuff, man. It's been crazy. It's been crazy, but I lived, so, you know, it is what it is. I used to always think, too, like, tomorrow, I mean, I wasn't, like, obviously no gangster stuff or anything like that. Hell nah. But, like, you never knew what was going to happen back then. Like I said, it was a different atmosphere. The world was different back then. You know, the world was different back then. You don't see this type of stuff now in today's day. But back then, it was different. And I told you guys the Alien Isolation story where that one guy, that crazy, tall, 6 foot, this kid was, I swear this kid was held back like 3 times, bro. This dude was like a teenager in 6th grade. Or 5th grade. He was a 5th grade teenager, bro. Like, he's supposed to be 10 years old in 5th grade. This dude was like probably like 13 or 14 years old, bro. That dude, Jared, man, this dude was chasing me all around elementary school, but he would have killed me. I swear I would have died that, or I would have been severely, he would have broke my bones. He would have pounded me to a pulp. He would have grinded me to the ground, bro. He would have absolutely destroyed me. And those are the type of experiences that I found funny, which they're not funny, but they were funny. They were scary. But after I got through it, I was like, yeah, I lived. I lived, B. I remember when I never told you guys the story when I got home. Did I ever tell you guys the Alien Isolation story when I got home? After that crazy kid chased me? When I got home, I was dirty. I was smelled bad because I'd been running for hours. I'd been running, you know, school got out like at 2 something. I didn't get home till like 6. And my brother is like looking at me like, bro, what happened to you? I was like, well, it's a long story. I was like, I just got home. I'm like, food, water, I'm starving. And I remember, and my brother was like, what happened? And I'm like, yeah. And I told him what happened. He was like, oh, well, you made it back. And I remember we went and played Street Fighter. I think we played Street Fighter 2, or I forgot what we were playing. We played NBA Live or Street Fighter. I forgot what we did afterwards, but he was like, oh, well, you lived. Next time, you know, don't get cornered next time. He's like, next time, take a different route. I'm like, yeah, I know. You know? He says, like Smokey, I'll be talking to, yeah. I don't say nothing right now, but when he leave, I talk again. Just like Smokey, bro. Oh, man, dude. It was great. Good stuff. Finally, like you're running like Peyton Manning. Let me find out you're running. No, bro. Dude. When I was running for my life at times, bro, I'm running like Dion. I'm hitting the perfect form. I'm hitting the I got the high knees. I remember everything that I remember from track, because I used to run track. And when I'm playing football, I would just run whatever. My legs would be going all crazy. I would not have good form running. But when I'm running from someone, man, I got perfect form. I'm looking like Usain Bolt. I swear, Usain Bolt ain't catching me. Or he's going to have a hard time catching me. It ain't going to be easy. I'm running perfect form. Olympic form, baby. Olympic form. All right, take it easy, Mr. Dabber. Thanks for coming out to the stream, brother. I appreciate it. Yeah, we went over the new Switch rumor stuff. Essentially, they're saying that there could be some type of reveal next week on Wednesday with some games being announced, like new Mario and stuff like that. So Mario Kart. So we'll see. We'll see if it actually happens. One unlike Usain Bolt. Usain can't catch me, even at that point. I'm too fast. Too fast. They can't catch me, bro. They can't catch me. So yeah, can't catch me. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the next topic. I think if we have any topic, Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Make sure you guys hit that like button too. If you have not hit that like button, make sure you hit that like button. Let them know that we are streaming. Clair Obscur Expedition 33. That got a new gameplay video that looks really good. So that is $50, and the developers came out and talked about why it's $50. They said essentially they want more people to play their game. They want more people to play their game, so that's the reason why it's $50, is because they want more people to play their game. So that's it. That's really it. And they're a small studio with the spirit of an indie. It's a 30+ hour game, main story content. It's got about another, potentially even 30 hours of side content in the game, so 60 hours total. So let's just say 50 to 60 hours to be honest, or to be reserved here. So yeah, it's looking good. I think Clair Obscur Expedition 33 looks awesome. I think it looks a lot of fun. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the game a lot. I'm really looking forward to the game a lot. So yeah, looks great. Looks great. What do you guys think though? What do you guys think overall about Clair Obscur? What do you guys think about the Switch 2 rumors? Let me know in the chat. I'll be more than happy to answer all of your questions and to all of that as well. So yeah, good stuff. All right, so we're gonna open it up to questions, Q&A. If you guys have them, let me know. I'll be more than happy to answer all of your lovely, beautiful, awesome, elite ninja questions. So let's get that popping. Let's get that Mick popping. So yeah, let's do that. Let's do some of that. Sorry guys, I opened up another browser and it messed up everything. So yeah, let's do that. What's all these buttons? Oh, you can edit. Oh, cool. You can do it straight from Streamlabs. Cool. All right, good stuff. I like it. All right. Hey, what's up, Chupacabra? Welcome to the stream, brother. Hey, good to see you here, man. Welcome to the stream. How are you? If you guys have any questions too, you're a Bulls fan, I'm terrified for this season. The Bulls are gonna suck. They are tanking on purpose. The Bulls are legitimately tanking on purpose. And they needed to do this years ago, but the Bulls are tanking. They're tanking and they're trying to get the #1 pick in the draft. That's what they're trying to do. Like, this team is not a playoff team. This is not a competitive team at all. The team is terrible. And they're gonna lose a lot. And they're trying to get they're trying to get a high draft pick. That's all they're trying to do. They're trying to get someone that they can draft, like the next D Rose or the next Michael Jordan. They haven't found the next Michael Jordan in the draft. They haven't drafted anybody even close to Michael Jordan since 1987. Like, their drafts have been absolutely terrible since the 80s. They've drafted absolutely nobody outside of Joakim Noah and Derrick Rose. They've done literally nothing in the draft in 4 decades. Like, it's been terrible. The Niners draft well. The Bulls draft terrible. They drafted Jimmy Butler, which was good. They hit on Jimmy Butler, but how long did he stay there? But man, the Bulls literally are terrible at drafting. They suck. They've been terrible for decades. This is preach Giddy for, yeah, exactly. Getting rid of Caruso, getting rid of who's the guy that went to Sacramento Kings. Shout outs to Jakin. Getting rid of him. They're tanking. They're tanking because you would keep Caruso. If you're trying to play playoff basketball, you're going to keep Caruso because he's a first team All NBA defensive player. So you're going to keep him. I only want Wednesday reveal for the Switch 2 to be real to see the Mario Kart. Nice. Bull's living off the fumes of Michael Jordan for 30 years now. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's pretty much what's been happening. So all right, take it easy, Simeon Coin. Thanks for coming out to the stream, man. Yeah, DeMar DeRozan. There you go, DeMar DeRozan. Clair Obscur Expedition 33 phase passing by. Thanks for the support, man. Hype is real. Appreciate it a lot. Hey, no problem. Oh, a dev. Oh, snap. A dev on Clair Obscur. Yes, I've been real quick. Now that I've got your attention, Mr. Developer, real quick. I know you're passing by. I've actually made a number of videos on Clair Obscur on the channel. And I think the game looks awesome. I'm not just saying that just because you're here. I've been hyping up the game since I first saw it at the Xbox presentation. I thought it looked incredible. I'm an old school fan of RPGs and all of that as well. I love Persona, I love Final Fantasy and all that. So I just want to say thank you guys for making the game. It looks incredible. I cannot wait to play it. And I was a little bit concerned though. You guys had me concerned with the $50 price tag, not because I don't like a good deal, but because I thought that it might be, you know, like a 10-hour game or something like that. But you guys cleared that up. It's a 30+ hour game. With extra side, apparently it can be up to plus way more with content, with side content. So I'm very excited. So thank you. Appreciate you stopping by. Appreciate that. And I can't wait to play the game myself. I think it's going to be a ton of fun. Yeah, I saw all the studio, saw we were following a lot of content driven by fans. Yes, yes. I see that you guys are doing a lot on Twitter. So if you guys haven't followed Clair Obscur Expedition 33 on Twitter, check out, just type it in on Twitter, on X, whatever. And you'll see that like they talk about stuff on there. They show off the gameplay and everything, and like they talk about the game on there, and that's where they actually gave us the update that the game is like, they saw concerns over the price, right, the $50 price tag, and that's where they actually put to bed the concerns of the length of the game. And they essentially said that they're doing it, and I'm paraphrasing here, because they want as many people to experience the game as possible. So you have a Game Pass deal, right? So that's good. You get a nice Game Pass bag. That's good. Sorry about the cars in the background. You get a Game Pass deal, so that's good. So people that have Game Pass, you can play it on Game Pass. But even if you don't have Game Pass, PC or PS5, it's only $50. It becomes almost an impulse buy for a lot of hardcore RPG fans, and hopefully it reviews really well. If it does do really well, like if the reviews come out and it's good, you know, 8s plus, 9s, 10s, all that good stuff, right? And then it becomes an impulse buy. It's like, wait a minute, I don't gotta wait for a sale, I don't gotta wait for discount, I can just get it right now. And it's already discounted or sale, right? It's already that. So I think that's, once again, I hope, you know, I was willing to pay 70 for it. You know, I was willing to pay 70 for it, but at 50, I think it becomes even more of a what's called a game that I can recommend too for people if you're on a budget, right? So yeah, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I actually really do appreciate the game not being full price and having a solid amount of content for an RPG. Not every game needs to be 100 hours. I agree. I think not every game needs to be 100 hours. And there's a lot of these games sometimes have padding, right? I think that there's a lot of padding in some of these big JRPGs, and a lot of these games just padding. And I think this game's not going to have that crazy amount of padding. Like, it's going to have pretty good, you know, good mainline story content. And even if it had less, even if it was a 10, 15 hour RPG, even at $50, that's not bad. Like, that's not like, it's like, oh my gosh, it's terrible, right? It's like, okay, even if it was, it's not. But even if it was, that's not too bad. Okay, it's like, okay, it's not $70. You're not expecting like a Metaphor Refantazio length, you know, the 80-hour RPG, because you're paying $70 for that, you know. So that's good. Turn-based, yeah, it's turn-based. Let me show you guys, for those who don't know the game, let me give you guys, because like we're talking about, but some of you guys maybe haven't seen the game. So they released a new trailer, and they revealed the voice cast. They revealed the voice cast of it. So yeah, I'm gonna show that. So this was about 3 days ago.
Do you know what it means to disappear into nothingness?
Knowing
Their
me,
memories,
I'm gonna spend like 100
their
hours in this game.
dreams, their love for each other. We exist for as long as she wants. You won't yet understand. But this is a kindness, not a cruelty.
So real quick, let me do a little bit of analysis real quick. I like that because here's the reason why I like that, because he's trying to say that this type of punishment is not like a bad thing, because these people are like disappearing, right? These people are disappearing. This type of punishment is not a bad thing, but it's actually like a blessing. So divine punishment is your savior or something like that. I love that setup.
The plan doesn't change. We keep heading north. We aim for the monolith.
I am not letting my El die out here.
I've been having nightmares.
Why do you refuse?
It's like active time battle.
doing this for us.
Like you actually press buttons while the attacks are coming or while you're doing attacks.
Somehow.
Turn-based active time battle.
May everything be decided before their very eyes. Between the bars of their prison. In the shadow of the monolith.
I gotta have Ben Starr. Gotta have Ben Starr in there. Thumbs up. Ben Starr, he getting
Next life.
overdrive now, bruh. He's in overdrive now. And after that Final Fantasy performance, everybody gonna want him. So yeah, good stuff, man. Very good stuff. It looks great. Obviously, it looks. I haven't seen a game that looks, from a turn-based RPG standpoint, this is the best graphics I've ever seen in my life. This is not even close. This is the best graphics that I've ever seen on a turn-based RPG. One of the best graphics that I've seen for an RPG just in general. It looks fantastic. And I think that the fact that it's not like an action RPG, obviously you can do a little bit more. Characters aren't moving around all over the place. Don't got to worry about rendering a bunch of different things going on. So, I mean, I bet it's still, obviously they're taking their time to do all that. But I think that there's so much that you can do with turn-based RPGs. So, very excited about this game. I think it looks great, man. I think it looks great. Spring 2025. They did reveal that it's spring 2025. So that's definitely good, too. The Geek Show with the Tune In Tier Pledge. Hey, shout out to the Geek Show. Thank you for the Tune In Tier Pledge, brother. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yeah, that voice cast is awesome. Yeah, and he's super nice. Yeah, Ben Starr is great, man. He's great. He's very funny, too. His Twitter tweets are, his impersonations and stuff that he does are really good. So yeah, he's fantastic, man. He's fantastic. OJ, what's the news with the hand-drawn Switch diagram? I ain't been online all day. Basically, some people are saying that there's going to be like a reveal of the Switch 2 like next week, but I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't know if that's going to happen. While I have one of the devs here, maybe you can speak on this. Any chance, real quick, to the Clair Obscur dev, Mr. Eroy's, I don't know if I'm saying your name right, but any chance for Nintendo Switch 2 port of Clair Obscur? Is there any chance? And this is when he logs out. He doesn't want to... He's like, all right, bye. Any chance that it can possibly come to Switch 2? Just for those. Well, I have you here. Bro's got... I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking, how about that? Hypotheticals. Hypothetically, if Nintendo made another system, right, and your game, it looks cool, play the game on the go, people want to play it on the go, I think it can do really well. So, hypothetically, could the game come to it? Hypothetically. You don't have to answer if you don't want to answer. I'm just saying, I got to throw it out there. I got to do my due diligence. No pressure. I got to do my due diligence. Come on, guys. I got to do my due diligence. People were talking about this. I've had people ask me questions. I would be a bad content creator if I did not even just ask. You don't have to answer, but I got to ask. So... Well, we don't know in terms of Steam Deck and all that. We don't know about all that. I'm not gonna ask him all that. He probably can't talk about all that. You know, he probably can't talk about what I'm saying right now. So yeah. Let's see here. He says, I honestly don't know. This is not my branch at all. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, he's a dev. He's not. That would be the business people that would be making that decision, right? Like, hey, are we gonna get the funding for this? How's it gonna work and all that? So that would be them. That would not be necessarily the devs that are just saying, oh yeah, we're gonna do it, right? Like, and even if they were, like, they're not gonna say it. But I had to ask. So, I played the new Mario Party game with people online. It was fun. Nice. Let's go. Also got a question. Do you think maybe coming to Switch 2? I just asked that question. And we don't know yet. Switch 2 should support, this game runs on Unreal Engine 5. Switch 2 should support that, at least based off the rumors. It should support that. So I think that it could possibly, if like I said, we got to wait and see. I think the biggest thing with this game right now, and that's why I'm not really too worried about Switch 2 stuff, is because the biggest thing is that they've got to make sure that they get the game out, get the game done, right? The game has to be good. It needs to get the game done, needs to polish, bug fixes, all that good stuff. So that's probably the biggest thing that they're worried about. They're not worried about Switch 2 right now. They're worried about getting the game, like, make sure the game is good as possible, you know? This is for precision. I'm the VFX artist on the project. Okay, VFX. Okay, gotcha. Good stuff, man. Hey, congrats on the game, man. Like I said, there's a lot of buzz and hype around the game. It's always good to see really cool, and like I said, I'm not just doing this because he's here. Those that are here, like, listen, not doing it just because he's here. You guys know how I was on this game. When this game was first announced, I reacted to it in a crazy, I was like, oh, snap, this looks incredible. But I will say, I'll be honest to the dev that's here so we can have a little bit of fun. When the game was first shown off, when they first showed it, I was looking at it, I was like, oh, okay, it's going to be some type of, Western, I don't know, maybe this is a shooter or something like that. It's going to be some type of Western game like that I'm probably not going to play, or something like that. It's just going to be some type of thing. And then I only got hyped once I saw the combat. So I'll be honest. So if you go back and watch my reaction, okay, listen. At first I wasn't hyped because I didn't know. But once I saw the turn-based battles, I was like, oh my God, what is this? And it completely, the biggest 180 that I've ever had on a game. So, I mean, I'll be honest. That's what happened. I saw the combat and I was like, what the hell? Because I actually thought it was going to be just some Western game that might be good, might not be good. I don't know how it's going to play. But when I saw the combat, I know how it's going to play. It's familiar to me. So I'm like, oh, I get it. I get that now. He says, yeah, everyone was like this. And then boom, turn-based. See, so it wasn't just me. So many people were like that. We're just like, okay. It looked beautiful graphics-wise. I was like, okay, yeah, but like, we've seen that, right? We've seen good graphics. Okay, well, what else is happening? You're just walking through some fields. Okay, there's some new people. We don't know what's going on. And then the combat comes on there. Everyone's just like, whoa, like, what? So yeah. I've never seen those take a 180 on a game that hard. Yeah, it was a pretty hard 180. But it was fun, man. It was fun. And I think that the cool thing about Expedition, and it's so good that we have a dev here so we can talk about it more and everything. But like the cool thing about it, to me at least, is the fact that they're doing something that you just don't see. Like, how many turn-based Western RPGs are there that are inspired by Japanese RPGs that aren't in like smaller, like indie devs? Like, indie devs do that. Yes, we know that. Independent devs, but like big, Unreal Engine 5, like obviously, quite a bit of money pumped into this. How many of these do you see? You just don't see it. You will see action RPGs, right? That, I mean, I wouldn't say inspired by JRPG action RPGs, but you would just see action RPGs from, obviously you have The Witcher, you have Cyberpunk, you have all sorts of action RPGs from Western developers. You have tons of them. You have like the games that kind of try to copy Souls. Everyone's been doing the Souls RPG, right? Everyone's been on the Souls grind. So you don't ever see developers go for something like this. There's been no equivalent to like a Persona or like a Dragon Quest, right? Or something like that. There's been nothing. There's like, I tried like from a big game. And then you have this game. And I think that's what makes it unique. That's why, I saw 250,000 wish lists on Steam. 250,000 people potentially getting ready to pick up the game. I mean, obviously the Game Pass deal, that's great too. And people are going to buy this on PS5. Like, this is going to be $50 PS5. Like I said, I think it's going to review well. Reviews come out. Reviews are good. This is going to be good. It's going to be good. So from the beginning, I was like, okay, like this is a game we're talking about, multiple videos, all that good stuff, So yeah. Let's see. The Souls is a grip. I mean, like, I'm just tired of the Souls stuff. Like, I'm not saying that it's bad, but I'm just tired of the Souls stuff. Like, I'm just like, every single presentation, there's always a new Souls game, you know, a Souls type like game. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, Souls is great. Obviously, it's inspired. There's plenty of games inspired by Zelda or inspired by whatever, but you don't see a lot of big, massive games inspired by Japanese games, like a lot, you know. So you don't see that a lot. I will play on PS5 too. Okay, great, good stuff. You know, one thing that I'll also say too, if you can, maybe you put in like a word for the team, please, Mr. Dev Eroys, please cross save. I know it's hard. Like I've talked to other developers on this, and I know it's not the easiest thing to do. But if you guys could do a cross save between like Xbox, PlayStation, and PC, I know maybe between PC and Xbox it's easier to do. But if there can be cross save, I'll buy a PC copy and I'll buy a PS5 copy if there's cross save. If I can have like complete cross save. So that's something that I would like personally. So if I stream the game, I can just play it on my PC here. And then of course, when I want to just play it, whatever, cross save, I can just go on my game room that I have. So I know that's like a little bit of a luxury thing. It's not necessarily something that everyone even needs or is going to use, but it would be nice. It would be nice if there can be some cross save. So yeah. Yeah, I'll play it on PS5 too. Yeah, it's gonna be fun on PS5. It's gonna be good. I'm looking forward to it a lot. So yeah, I live for the Souls games, but too many undisciplined Souls likes are banking on the subgenre. Yeah, what was the rumor about Switch 2? Essentially that it might be revealed next week on Wednesday, and that there's gonna be like Mario and Metroid and stuff shown off for it, but I don't know. Yep, I'm picking it up day one on PS5. Yeah, me too. And of course, RGT has to make fun of this game during the Spawncast, and I bet he praised the game eventually flops hard. He didn't make fun of the game. He He essentially, he was unsure about the name. The name is kind of obviously a little bit of a weird name, right? Clair, Obscur, Expedition 33. But we know what the Expedition 33 part is. The Clair, Obscur, I think that's like, is that like French or something, right? It's like, I'm not sure what that means. But I'm pretty sure that once we play the game, we'll know what it means. It's kind of like Octopath Traveler. Remember when everyone was like, oh my god, what's this name, Octopath Traveler? And it ended up being, maybe it's not the best name. That's fine. But it makes sense. Because like the 8 travelers, right? I mean, although it made sense once you, I mean, Octopath, Octos, 8. It makes sense. You know, travelers, they're travelers, whatever. You know? So I think it'll probably make more sense and all that. But I think he was a bit schmicks on the name of the game. I think the name kind of threw it. He didn't remember that. And remember, you got to remember though, guys, like RGT, he doesn't like turn-based RPGs. He just waits for the developers to pay him to promote them. Like that's and it's awesome. And it's I give him, like I said, I give him super props that he can consistently get developers to pay him for something that he actually does not like. And that is awesome. Like that is so good. You know, I've gotten a few mobile developers to pay me to play mobile games, and I'm not big on mobile. So like the fact that he can get so many developers to pay him to promote games that he does not like, it's great. It's pretty. I'll give him that. That's pretty good. So yeah. It happened again with Triangle Strategy. It's the official name of the game. Yeah. I died laughing when you corrected John on the name of the Spawncast. When you corrected John on the name on the Spawncast. How did I say? I don't remember what I said. All right, take it easy, Simeon. So yeah. Cross save sounds like a feature that's not a lot of folks would use, which would make it hard to justify development costs. I don't know what the development cost of it is, Ericsson. So I mean, you're talking about it wouldn't justify the development cost, but we don't know what the cost is. So before we say that it doesn't justify something because of the cost, we'd have to know what the cost is of cross save. I don't know how expensive it is or not. But I mean, I think people would use it. I mean, I don't think it would be like not used at all. I think people would use it. Ubisoft has cross save built into like every single game they make. Now, once again, that's from a system level thing. They have their Ubisoft whatever, and not all developers have access to that or whatever. But they did do cross save with Witcher, like Witcher 3. Witcher 3 on Switch has cross save with the PC version, which is pretty cool. So you can take this was well before Steam Deck, right? Now you just get a Steam Deck. But back then, you could, put the PC version on you can do the cross save on there. Works really well. So yeah. I think he called it Experience Obscure or something like that. It was so good. Experience Obscure. Yeah, it's like I said, it's a name. It's an interesting name. There are some people that obviously it's a little bit weird, but I think that the name will be fine. I mean, at the end of the day, it really doesn't come down to the name. The name is one part. What's really important for games is it's word of mouth. Word of mouth, reviews, and word of mouth. Reviews can facilitate word of mouth. So reviews from the reviewers and reviews from the gamers. And then the word of mouth mixed between those two. What you're saying backed up by this or that, or what they're saying backed up by what you're playing. Word of mouth is probably the biggest thing. Like reviews and word of mouth. That is the most important thing. The name is like, obviously it's like whatever. But if you have people that are playing the game and say that it's really good and say, oh, yeah, it's good. And then other people say, oh, yeah, it's good. And then you continue to move that along the needle, like with content creators and everybody. That's when your game can blow up. That's when your game has a chance. I mean, with Octopath, I know exaggerated history said that he didn't like it, but Octopath blew up because of word of mouth. Reviews and word of mouth. That's why Octopath Traveler blew up to 3 million plus sales, because people were playing it, it reviewed good. The name was not necessarily the best, so some people didn't like the name. Some people liked it, some people didn't. But it blew up to 3 million plus sales, and it was successful because the quality of the game. Because people liked the game and they said, hey, you should try it out. And then other people said, oh, you should try this out. Oh, wow, you should try this out. That's why Octopath did so well. So I think that's what's important overall, you know? So yeah. So I think you so yeah, Expedition 33, part of old school Final Fantasy and Legend of Dragoon, I'm here for. Oh yeah. Octopath Traveler and Persona are not alike. I mean, there's some things that make it like it, but no. The game structure, the battle system, there's some things, but no. Octopath is more like old school Final Fantasy. It's more like old school Final Fantasy. I would say it's more like that. That's what I would say. Or if you've played Bravely Default, it's like Bravely Default is like old school, like, you know, Final Fantasy 1 through 5 or something like that, or 1 through 6. So that's what Octopath Traveler is more like. It's more like that, or like even like old school, like Romancing Saga, stuff like that, right? That's what Octopath Traveler is like. It's not like Persona. I think you're right. I don't know what the development cost would be. I just mean how many more people are gonna buy the game because they didn't have cross save. That doesn't make sense. I mean, like I said, cross save has worked well for other games, and we don't know how many people would use it or not. You just wouldn't use it. So once again, like if it's something that they can put in and it's not that big of a deal, or it's not that much of a development or whatever, then they can do it. But I mean, like, yeah, you wouldn't use it, but we don't know how many people would use it or not. You know, we don't get data on that. But I mean, it's a nice feature to have. There are a lot of things that developers put in games that people don't necessarily use a lot. Like, there's a lot of features and stuff that devs put in. But I don't know why you're so fixated on cross-save it being like, oh my god, it's not worth it. Nobody's gonna use it. I mean, there's a lot of things that are in games that people aren't gonna use and they put in there. So that's all I'll say, man. It ain't like I was saying like it needs to be in there 100%, you know. So yeah, let's see here. OJ, really gonna make me get some fried chicken? Get some grilled chicken. Get some on Pollo Loco. Get some on Pollo Loco instead. This Fire Emblem melee theme reminds me of Fire Emblem Awakening success, partially to the word of mouth. Fire Emblem Awakening success was due to the reviews. The reviews which started the word of mouth. Like, people weren't looking at back then. Fire Emblem was not what it is now. So back then, Fire Emblem was on its last. Like, nobody was buying the game. It was not. They wouldn't even sell 1 million units, right? Fire Emblem was not a million seller. It was not popular at all. And they were on their last legs. Like, if this Fire Emblem game didn't do, I think they said something small. Like, I think it needed to do like 250,000, you know, like 250,000 units plus. Like, if it doesn't do well enough, we're done. Because the Shadow Dragon DS remake flopped. That flopped harder than that flopped like a Magikarp, bruh. That flopped like a Magikarp. So yeah. I asked MVG about cross save, and it's not about cost. It's about the technical side of things. It's not cost. It's the technical side. That's what MVG told me. There's some like issues with it actually working and working well. Not that it'd be super costly. That's what MVG told me at least. Yeah, it flopped so hard, man. So that's the thing, dude. That's the thing. With Fire Emblem, But it ended up doing really well. But the reviews were really good. Like, it has like a 92 Metacritic, if I'm not correct. So back then, we had less YouTube reviewers and stuff like that. So people looked at reviews a lot, like Metacritic and all that. And yeah, I think it had a Fire Emblem. It's still, I think, the highest rated Fire Emblem game of all time. Fire Emblem, yeah, Awakening. Fire Emblem Awakening is the highest rated Fire Emblem game of all time. And it has a 92 average. A 92. But yeah, Fire Emblem, on the game on the DS back in 2009, that flopped. That one flopped so hard. So Path of Radiance did okay. Radiant Dawn flopped, and they spent a ton of money. They had like 100 plus developers, which at the time for a Wii game, having 100 developers on a strategy RPG, it was expensive. Nintendo spent money on that game. Radiant Dawn, and that game flopped. It did not do well enough. So then they were like, okay, let's go back to DS. They did Shadow Dragon, and then that flopped even harder, if I'm not correct. That Shadow Dragon flopped even harder. So then Nintendo was like, okay, like, y'all got like one more chance to make this work, or it's gonna go away for a while. And then they made Fire Emblem Awakening, and then that ended up selling like 2 million plus units and ended up doing really well. And then like the rest is history, right? Fire Emblem Fates did even better, and then Fire Emblem Three Houses did even better than that, you know. So it's just been up and up and up since Fire Emblem Awakening. It's been every single main Fire Emblem game has done better and better. So that's good. That's good, you know. Let's see here. Nick93 says, combat in Metaphor feels better than Persona. It does feel better. And it does. Metaphor Refantazio combat feels better than Persona. Yes, it does. But I think that they've applied a lot of stuff that they've done. But like the impact of the hits and like the sound effects and like the archetypes, all that stuff is a better system to me than the demon system. But I think it's more because of fatigue, more so than me, you know, I don't think like you know, a demon system is bad. I just think that I'm just kind of played out so far on the demons. You know, we've done it so much for like the last 30 years. Crispy Tofu with the $1 dono. Good super chat, Nick93. Crispy Tofu with the $1 says, hey OJ, so obviously nowadays, if you want info on a game, it's only YouTube video away. On an online article, there's still word of mouth, like you said, but did games in the 90s do that? Like Chrono Trigger, did they have some big marketing campaigns? Yeah, they had marketing campaigns. So games like Chrono Trigger, big games had marketing campaigns, but they would do it through TV and through print. Those were the ways to get it done, and through the actual stores. So you would go to a store, like you would go to KB Toys, or you would go to Toys R Us, and they would have like posters, or they would have displays, like little stands, right? It's like, oh, Chrono Trigger not available, or oh, this is not available. They have like little banners and stuff like that. But really, it was TV marketing. That was the thing. Like, can you get on Cartoon Network? Can you get on Nickelodeon? Get your games on there. And if you go back and watch old, like you can on YouTube, you can go back and watch old runs of Toonami, and you'd see a lot of games being advertised. Nintendo would advertise Kirby, Nintendo PlayStation. They would all advertise during Toonami. They would all advertise during that, like Crash Bandicoot ads, things like that, right? So the thing back then was TV. That was the big thing. Was like, you got to get on TV. You got to get on TV. You got to get TV commercials and print magazine. That was also big too. Game Informer, Game Pro, Nintendo Power, whatever the case was, right? So TV and print, those were the two big things. Sometimes you'd have newspaper, but not really. But yeah, those were the two things. TV was big though. TV was like the biggest thing because yeah, back then we didn't have internet, so TV was way more prevalent than it is now. Now, not in today's day, it's like, yeah, you have smartphones, you have other stuff like that. But back then, TV was so, like, you had to be on there, or you had to be on magazines at the bare minimum, you know? So yeah, bare minimum on that one. Big love though. Thank you so much, Crispy Tofu, for the $1 dono. No, it's all good, Eric Sana. You're good, brother. You're good. OJ, is implemented in SMT5 Vengeance too, so they can slay weaker enemies with the slash before roundabout fights start? No, not from what I recall. No, anytime that you go into a fight in SMT5, no matter how strong you are or not, it just it goes into the battle. And I think the reason why they do that is, I mean, there might be a toggle for that for a Makatsui skill. I'm not 100% sure. But the reason why is because you might want to talk to that demon. So I think Persona 5 does that, to where you can just knock out weaker enemies. But yeah, I don't think so. IG Creates says, what if the playtest is GeForce Now app? Yeah, I don't think it's a GeForce Now app. No, I don't think so. But I mean, it could be, but I don't think so. But I mean, you're right about Nintendo and Nvidia having a partnership. I don't think it's a GeForce now or that, but it could be. We'll find out tomorrow. We get to download it apparently tomorrow, so maybe people will talk about stuff tomorrow. So you're telling me there were commercials for Chrono Trigger playing on CRTs? I have to. Yeah, there are commercials. Absolutely. There's commercials for Final Fantasy VI as well. Yeah, absolutely. Look, I can look up some of the. We can watch it right now. Hold on, give me a second. There was absolutely commercials for. Yeah, there was a 1995 commercial for Chrono Trigger, and I remember watching. Yeah, I remember watching this. Yep, I remember watching this back in the day, thinking, "Oh my god, I need this game." Here's the 1995 commercial for Chrono Trigger, back in the day. Real quick, the English one was different than this, but you guys know what I mean. Travel through time. Save the world. Lose your luggage. Word. That's such a goated commercial. That's how you know Squaresoft had so much swagger. Look how he says. Hold up. Chrono Trigger. Maker of the world. Did you see that right there, Brett? Maker of the world's greatest video game, Squaresoft. Pound the chest, baby. Pound the chest. That's how Squaresoft used to open, kick down your door, romance your girl, tell you to make you a sandwich, kick your feet up, and eat the sandwich right there. That's what Squaresoft used to do, bruh. They did not care. Like I said, they would, and you would just sit there and be like, yes, Squaresoft, yes. These commercials were great. Let's see. I remember those commercials. They were called developers of Chrono Trigger Dream Team. Yeah, man. Yeah. They would. He said it with his whole chest. He said Chrono Trigger. Says, bro, can we please go back to dude? The 90s was a magical time. Let me tell you guys, for those who weren't around in the 90s. Let me tell you guys. Let me sit around. I'm that meme with Homer Simpson, like Grandpa Simpson. Sit around, boys and girls. There used to be a time with commercials on TV about video games, and that's how people sold them. Sit around, boys and girls. Let me take you guys back to the 90s. Back in the 90s, bruh, it was a magical time for gaming. You did not have all, like, it was good and bad. You might waste your money on a game, but back then renting was so prevalent. It was like Game Pass, but you go in there and get the game physical, right? So it was a crazy time because, yeah, you did not spend time on the internet like that. Yeah, you did towards the end. There was internet, but it was so sketchy, and like you can't be on the phone at the same time as the internet. It was net zero. It was laggy. So people didn't really go on the internet. Even when there was internet, we didn't go on the internet like that. So we were watching TV. We were watching TV. We were playing outside. You know, we were going out, you know, and meeting other kids and talking about video games at the game stores. Like if you saw somebody, it was a different time period. And commercials were big, man. Commercials were so big. TV was so big. Now, like, it's like more like paying people for like advertisements on YouTube. YouTube's like bigger than TV now. You know, when it comes to like gaming, right? Like you might be able to sell a ton of your game with you can spend like no money on TV commercials, right? And you can still sell a ton of your game. I know plenty of games that have no TV commercials and sell really good. So, but back then you needed TV commercials. Back then you needed to have that type of hype. Back then it was interesting. When you saw this type of commercial like Squaresoft just put out right there, you're like, oh wow, that's intriguing. So you would go to a game store, you would talk to like the people there, you would see all the games, like the physical games. And even like my name, Player One, there used to be like this mom and pop shop called Player One. Or my name's Player Essence, but there used to be this mom and pop shop called Player One that I used to go to all the time. And that's where I got, yes, you should give Xenoblade a shot. And that's where I got the name Player Essence from. It was part that and then like the soul or essence of gaming. And man, I used to go there all the time. They used to have all these TVs set up and I used to go there and try out games. That's the first time that I played Resident Evil was at this place player one, and I was scared to death. It was daytime and I was scared to death, but they had candy, they had cards. It was a hybrid, bro. It was so cool. It's not like it's a laundromat now. The last time that I was back in my hometown to see it's a laundromat now. But back then it was not a laundromat. It was a little hole in the wall game place. It wasn't that big, but it didn't need to be. But on the back wall they had a bunch of tables, like a big long table. They had a bunch of systems, CRT set up. You can play PS1, you can play Sega Saturn, you can play Sega Genesis, you can play Super Nintendo, you can play N64. And we used to go there and play GoldenEye. It was $1 per an hour. So we'd go there, we'd just sit there and play forever. We just bring a couple dollars, you play a game. So it wasn't even like renting a game. You would like, you were like timed on the system, right? So like, and like the guy was cool. Sometimes like he'd let us play for longer than an hour, and we would go get like these sour. We get like these sour, big sour. They're like, what are those things called? Those sour ropes called? I forgot what those things are called, but those sour ropes that kids would eat back in the day. But we would go get those. Like they like tied like a bunch of them up together in like a big thick one. So we would go buy those and be high off of candy and play these games, man. And I used to ride my bike there, and it was awesome. And it was awesome back when you couldn't afford games. I mean, it wasn't fun because you couldn't afford games, but it was also fun at the same time, man. It wasn't a nerd rope. No, not a nerd rope. I think they're called Sour Punch straws. Let me double check. Sour Punch straws. Yeah, I think they're called Sour Punch straws. Yes, these things. Sour Punch. It's just called Sour Punch, and they were like long straws. But there used to be these candies like Sour Punch straws, but they would tie like a bunch of them together, like maybe like 4 or 5 of them together, and it was like a thick rope, like of a sour punch. So we used to, and like they used to be like in like these little bins, and it was just like if you wanted them, it was 50 cents. It was like 25 or 50 cents for one of them. So we would go buy like 2 or 3 of them. We'd be high off of Sour Punch straws. And there was a 7-Eleven pretty close to the place, so we'd go get 7-Eleven. We'd get like a donut or we'd get something whatever. We'd get drinks like a Slurpee. There we go. Get a Slurpee. We get a Slurpee. We would get Sour Punch straws, and we'd go play GoldenEye. I played Resident Evil 1 there. I played Knights. I remember playing Knights from the Sega Saturn on there, and it was awesome. That was the 90s, man. It was the age of this, and I'd see kids from different schools that I don't know or whatever the case is, man. This was early 90s stuff too, and I'd talk to them and I'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, blah, 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 whatever. So yeah, man, it was cool. It was good stuff, man. It was a lot of fun. That was what it was like. And then we'd go see commercials. I remember when I first saw the first commercial for Pokemon Stadium, and I used to get like, my heart used to like beat real fast because I didn't have the money for it. It was $59.99. Bro, that was a lot of money back in 1998, 1999, or whenever I was buying that game. So I remember I couldn't afford it, but I remember I started saving because it was coming out. They were advertising it about almost a month before it came out. I remember seeing it on like Cartoon Network between like Pokemon and stuff like that, or between whatever the Cartoon Network programming. I remember seeing it back then a while ago. And I was like, I used to get like, I need that game. I was like, I need it, but I didn't have the money. And my mom, we didn't have money like that. So I remember I started, saving up, like, doing recycling. I remember I sold a couple of my old Super Nintendo games for like $5 here, $5 there. I remember I went and I did recycling. I did like little odd jobs. I saved all my money. And I remember I finally had enough money to get it. And I remember I bought it on launch day. I remember going and buying it on launch day. I remember getting my skateboard. I think I took my skateboard there. I remember going and getting it. I was a little bit older at that time though. And I remember going and getting it. And I was like, heck yeah, Pokemon Stadium. And I had like and it came like with the transfer pack, right? So then you can plug your like Pokemon Yellow or Red or Blue or whatever. You can plug those in and you can play it faster. So it's basically an emulator. You can play the game faster, speed it up so you can level up faster. You can play, people. I remember me and my brother, we used to have like these intense Pokemon battles. Like we were serious. Like we were like freaking Ash and Gary, Ash Ketchum and Gary, Gary Oak. He was Gary Oak. I was definitely Ash. And we would have these serious, because I think my brother, he was in college at the time. And I was like getting close to there. Not in college, but getting close. He's 6 years older than me. About 6 years, a little 6.5 years, almost 7. And 6.5 years, let's just say that. And I remember we would have these intense Pokemon battles, man, where like I had no idea what Pokemon he had. He would go off to school and he'd be training, I'd be training, and we would come back and it'd be like, yo, you ready to battle? And I'm like, yeah, let's do it. And it would be dude, you can hear a pin drop in that room. It was tense, bro. It was tense. You could hear a pin drop, and like we would all be strapped. I'd be thinking we would have full-on 6-on-6 level 100 battles against each other. No BS, no nonsense. We would do no legendaries, no BS, no nonsense. Original 150 Pokemon, bruh. That was incredible. Seeing those graphics, like, you know, because all we were just used to the graphics, you know, the Game Boy graphics. But having a Pokemon battle with 2 transfer packs. My brother had Pokemon Red or Blue. I think he had a Red. Pokemon Red on his side, Pokemon Yellow for me, and us going head-to-head battling each other when I have no idea what he's raised. Bro, it was crazy. And this was only like a couple times a year because he wouldn't come back a lot. He'd only come back for Christmas. He'd come back for Thanksgiving. So this was 2 times per year for like the next couple of years that we did this. And it was wild, man. It was so wild. That's like the most fun that I've ever had playing Pokemon, was like that right there. Do you remember the console price at the time? They were right around, they were like, I think the GameCube launched at $199. That was 2000s, but the N64 launched, I think the N64 launched at $199 as well. Super Nintendo launched like at $199. They were all about the same. At least the main systems. Whoa! Hey, OJ. Hey, what's up, man? The console, but the game prices could be all over the place. Like, you had games that were like 70, like Chrono Trigger was like $70 or like 70 or $80 when it came out. If Squaresoft is Final Fantasy, is Enix Dragon Quest? Yeah, when Squaresoft merged with Enix, Dragon Quest came from Enix. It didn't come from Squaresoft. The blue raspberry was the best. I like the cherry, like the red Slurpee. I like mixing it. I like the red and blue Slurpee mixed. That's what I like. He says, I'm old enough to remember renting Donkey Kong Country from my grocery store. I remember we bought Donkey Kong Country. I think my pops, back in like 1994 when that game came out. I remember my dad just came home with it one time. I was like, here. And I remember he just like threw it on my bed. And I was like, oh, cool. Donkey Kong Country. And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, thank you. And he just like shut the door. And I was like, I love you, Dad. I don't know what he was pissed off about that day, but he came home with the game. I never questioned it. I just remember he just threw it on my bed. He just opened my door, threw it on my bed, and walked out. And I was like, okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. Let's see here. I've never played Chrono Trigger. Oh, you gotta play Chrono Trigger. It's so good, dude. It's still my favorite game of all time. And shout outs to Shamsa. You guys know I gotta show you this next. Because she sent me this because I was not able to keep mine. But I actually have a mint copy of Chrono Trigger. It's actually pretty much new. Mint new copy in CIB Chrono Trigger inbox from Shamsa. So shout outs to Shamsa. She knows this is my favorite game of all time, so she had to send it to me. And it's awesome. The price killed his mood, I would say. The price killed my mood. What price? What are you talking about? Neurotic Vows says 90s. My main candy and drink was Fruit by the Foot. Oh yeah. The only problem, I liked Fruit by the Foot because they advertised it like crazy, so everybody wanted Fruit by the Foot. The only problem was like it was so thin. It just felt so unfulfilling at times. But yeah, it was pretty cool. Like just Fruit by the, it was fun to play with, right? You just put it in your mouth and you just go like, and you like the Fruit by the Foot rolls down and then you just go like, you just kind of chew on it as it goes, you know? So I mean, I can understand like Fruit by the Foot, and like yeah, my parents would never buy Fruit by the Foot for us, but I did like it. Whenever I had, I was like, yeah, it's good, but it was just kind of thin. So I was more of a Sour Punch guy. I was more of a Snickers guy, more of something with a little bit more, you know, a little bit more to it. But yeah, I like Gushers. Gushers were great, man. I've always been a fan of like gummy candy. I liked Gushers a lot. Gushers were dope. I like Warheads. I like Sourhead. Was it Sourhead? Warheads. I like Warheads. I like Gushers. I like Lucas. We used to go buy Lucas from the ice cream truck. So this was 80s and 90s, and it's this little powder, like Mexican powder, that they would make, and you just lick a little bit of it, and it was so nasty. Kids would do this, and we did not even think about it. Kids would sit there and be like, "Yo, you want some Lucas?" And they would just pour it in our hand, and we'd just be like, bro, you didn't even wash your hands." But that's how it was back then, bro. They would just pour Lucas in your hand, and you would just lick from your hand. Not like lick on your fingers, but they would just pour it like right here in the middle of your hand. Because like it was like, so you can like share it. And people just be like, and that was so normal. If you see somebody doing that today, you'd be looking at them like, why are you, I would never let my daughter do that or my son do that, like lick their hand, you know, for like candy. But back then it was so normal to see kids just licking their hand every now and then for Lucas. We never even thought about it back then. That's what we would do, man. Like that's also part of the 90s as well. Did Google exist in your childhood? No. Google wasn't until later. In my like 80s and all that? No, we had none of this. I'm talking about the 90s. 80s, no. 80s there was like almost none of this. In terms of gaming with the 80s it was about TV as well. TV, and it was like print ads. Like there were some magazines, but most people did not get gaming magazines in the 80s. Basically, it was all word of mouth and TV. So you would go to the game store and somebody would say, oh, that game's good. Or the people working there would have to know about the games. So the people working there would play games. And they would tell you, like, sometimes. But sometimes they had airheads back there that didn't know about the games. Like, if you went to Toys R Us, they had no idea. They were just in that department. But back then, like, it was more about word of mouth. Like, what did your friend say? What did your friend say? If your friend said something good about it, then you wanted to try it out. But usually, like, when Mario came out, it was a hit because it was so innovative and it was so cool. Everybody was like, this is the new game. You need the Nintendo Entertainment System. You need Mario. You break bricks with your head. Who breaks bricks with their head? So you break bricks, you get power-ups, you light people on fire. They've got cool... The music was like, you know, the greatest thing ever. So when certain games came out and it was lit, you knew. It was just, oh, that looks lit. You saw it on TV. That looks lit. Your friends tried it out. Usually the rich friends, they try it out. That looks lit. But then sometimes you would see newspapers from kids or from people from different countries that where a game blew up, right? Like, oh, the hit Japanese game Mario comes over to the US. So sometimes you would even see like newspapers or there would be TV programs on the popularity, right, of this Japanese company, Nintendo. You know, like, who are they? They're making waves, right? So you would see stuff like that too, you know, on TV. There was a lollipop with a twist tube and a cap. There was a ring pop. That was something that was really popular, was ring pop, where it was like you put it on your finger and then like you can cover it, but then you can lick the ring pop and go like, you know, just have it as a ring and like, you know. So that was cool. So sometimes people, like guys, if you could get one, hey, yo, you give that chick that you like a ring pop, ooh, man, she'll hang out with you that day, bro. That's what people used to do. People used to be like, oh, I got a ring pop, I'm giving it to Betsy over there. I'd say like, ooh, thank you. Lucas candy is still around, OJ. It is, but you don't see kids eating Lucas like that though, Luano. Like you don't see, listen, I'm around, when I go pick up my daughter, I see the kids there. I don't see a single one of them sitting there licking their hand with Lucas. Back in the day in the 90s, man, you would almost always see at least one kid licking Lucas, at least here in California, maybe not in other places, but in Cali, you would see at least one kid, I mean, multiple, licking Lucas off their hand, or eating the Lucas. There used to be like this tube where it was like gooey Lucas, and it was good. And you would squeeze the tube. It's like a little candy tube, and you would see somebody like with a Lucas. It's like a Lucas injection. It was almost like a big injector, and they would just be squeezing that Lucas tube into their mouth, and it had like these little holes, and you just like push like this, and it would squeeze the Lucas out. Yeah, some kids still eat Lucas today, but it wasn't like it was from the ice cream truck back in the day. You know. The only gaming magazine there was in the 80s was Nintendo Power. There was more than Nintendo Power. There was actually other gaming magazines. I don't remember the names though, but there was actually other gaming magazines. Let me look it up real quick. Gaming mag. I think there was some in the 80s. Yeah, there was computer and video games. There was Computer Gamer. There was Computer Game Review. There was Computer Gaming World. There was a lot of gaming magazines in the 80s. But let me double check. There was BK magazine. That was UK only. There was Comptig. That was like 83. There was what else? Crash. There was CU Amiga. There was a number of gaming magazines. Electric Brain. Some of these are only region Pacific though, not everywhere, but just region Pacific magazines. Yeah, computer games / computer entertainment. Electronic fun with computers and games. Yeah, there was a lot. There was a lot. Man, I'm looking at all these gaming magazines. All of them went like defunct after like a few years. It's so sad to see so many of these magazines that were around and just went away. GamePro Media, GamePro. I remember GamePro. They started in '89 for GamePro. You guys remember GamePro? So yeah, '89 for GamePro. Game Players in '89. As well. Oh man, dude. Joystick Magazine in France. Let's see here. Megazone in Australia. Micromania in Spain. New Computer Express in the United Kingdom. Nintendo Power. Yeah, that was the one in the 80s. Nintendo Power that you talked about. Oh man. Page 6 in the United Kingdom. There was a lot, bro. There was a lot. There's a whole bunch. Just depends on where you were at in the world. My father was also so pissed buying FF7 for PS1 in the 90s because the store worker told him it's active time battle, but he thought it was a normal action game. It is active time battle. It is active time battle, but it's not an actual action RPG. Yeah, some people were confused with the game, but I mean, if you played Final Fantasy, you knew Final Fantasy was turn-based. You knew Final Fantasy was turn-based. Oh, RGT is having a field day with the Nintendo Switch 2, the sketch. He's having a field day with it. So I'm going to give you guys a link to what RGT just said about the Nintendo Switch 2. I am not going to put up the tweet, but I will. I just put a link there. You guys can check it out and see what see what you think about what he said. So yeah, there you go. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that's fun. So it's all good. See, that's what these grifters doing with the clickbait. They call it Switch 2. His boyfriend was nice enough to let him trace the tweet. Put that on there, bruh. Hold on, let me put. I'm gonna make sure that he knew that you said it, Jacob. I'm gonna make sure that he knows that you. I just clipped it. I'm gonna say that this is what you said about. This is what you said, Jacob. I'm putting it right there, bruh. I'm putting it right here. Oh my gosh. From my stream today on this tweet. From my stream today about this tweet. Shout out to Octopi Traveler. Let's go. I gotta put you out there, bro. I gotta at Jakin. There you go. Oh my gosh. There you go. Let me put some arrows with your tag too. Gotta let him know this is what you said. go, Jacob. There you go, bro. This is. Oh man. So it's all good. Urged had enough being called Nintendo News Tuber. It was a compliment. Let's see here. Let's see. Yeah, the boyfriend. Oh my gosh. I think you'd love the boy. You think you'd love the boyfriend part. So yeah. Love the boyfriend part. Make sure you guys hit that like button though. If you have not hit that like button, hit that like button. Let them know that we are streaming. Apparently the people in Texas are getting rowdy. They're throwing trash on the field. They're throwing trash on the field. So they're getting crazy. It's getting crazy over there in Texas. But looks like Texas is coming back. Fourth quarter, 23-15. A little bit of a comeback. Texas and Georgia, let's go. Based on the leak, looks like the Switch 2 is going to be a single joystick design. Single joystick design. Oh, like no Joy-Cons? No, that's not based off of the leak that we got today. No, not neurotic. No, that's not based off. The leak didn't even show the Joy-Cons. They just showed the system itself. They didn't show the Joy. It was a crude sketch. There was no Joy-Cons attached to the system though. So based off the leak that we got today, there was nothing that says that. They just showed the dock, and then they just showed a crude sketch of the dock, and then like the system itself, and then like the back panel kind of up, but there was no Joy-Cons. Let's see here. Oh, you're referencing. Let's see. Oh, the RGT leak. Georgia just scored again. Oh yeah, they just scored again. Yeah, I mean, what, 30-15? It's still feasible for Texas to come back. Still 12 minutes left or so plus. All right, hold up. We just played this song, so we're not gonna do more. Oh, F-Zero, Mute City. Let's go. Wait, what happened to Mute City? Oh man. All right, we'll just have to go back to this. Okay, it's all good. Built into the Switch, tracks your hands. Let's go. Let's go. That's what we need. We need some of that. We need some of that action in there. We need some of that action. All right, so we're gonna open up questions, guys. We're gonna take about 10 minutes plus of questions. Then we're gonna wrap it up for tonight. So if you guys got your questions, comments, whatever the case is, let me know. Shout out to the Combo Breakers. Big love, guys. Tomorrow we got Mario Party. Super Mario Party Jamboree. We're going to be jamboreeing it up. We're going to be giving away copies of the game. Digital copies of the game. So we're going to be giving away digital copies of the game. So make sure you guys tune in for more Jamboree tomorrow, because it's going to be great, man. I cannot wait for the Jamboree. I cannot wait for the Jamboree, bruh. I got to go have a good night. All right, take it easy, Luano. Get your questions in. Get your questions in, guys. I'll answer them for a bit, and then we'll wrap it up a little bit. We'll wrap it up a bit tonight, because we've already pretty much went for 3. So we'll wrap it up. So you guys get your questions in, and we'll keep this thing going. Oh, real quick, remember to check out my most recent video. I did a video talking about Atlas, their games. Metaphor Refantazio and Atlas just did this in 2024. And I think it was a pretty good video. I thought it was a pretty solid video. It's doing okay. 3rd best out of my last 10. Not doing incredible, but not doing bad. Not doing bad at all. So if you haven't seen it, check it out. I think it's fun. I think it's a good video. Watch my video on Atlas and Metaphor Refantazio. All right, check that out. Tonight I am going to play Metaphor Refantazio and eat pizza and play with my boy. I am going to be throwing him into the air. I am going to be playing with him tonight. We are going to have fun tonight. I cannot wait. It's gonna be fun. This is life, man. That's the good life right there. I'll tell you this real quick, guys. Having a boy, having a son, has completely like changed like my view on. Like I no longer get upset about things. I never did before, but now I'm just kind of like I don't care. Like if somebody does something, it's just like whatever it is, what it is. But man, he's like literally like everything to me, man. It's so great. It's even better than I thought it would be. I already knew it was gonna be awesome, but it's even better. My son is like, he's literally like mini me. He's like, he looks exactly like I looked when I was a baby. So seeing this little miniature version of you run around and be full of life, and you can teach him all sorts of cool stuff and how to live, man, it's so good. He wakes up with excitement. He wakes up with passion. He wakes up with, I have a future. He doesn't know what's going to happen, but I know what's going to happen for him. So it's just great. It's the greatest thing ever. So I'm very much very happy with him. Very happy. He's even better than I even could wildly imagined. So this is why did you dip from the Spawncast when Pokemon came up? I needed to go anyway, just because I had to take care of my boy, because my wife, she needed to go somewhere, so I had to take care of my boy. And then I also had to start my stream, so there was a couple different reasons why. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Solid Jake, and thank you. Mini OJ, that's quite a feat. I thought OJ was already mini version. Listen, man, I'm the average height of a man here in the US, okay? Just because not everybody is Sasquatch like you, okay? Not everybody is Sasquatch, all right? All right, not everybody's Sasquatch. Atlas, that Atlas metaphor video was great. I hope it blows up. I think it's just gonna do okay. It's doing all right though. Like I think it can probably have some legs because it's for 2024, so it might get a lot of views for the rest of 2024. I don't know about how after that, but the analytics aren't too bad with the video. I don't think it's that bad. And like I said, it's my third best out of my last 10. So yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm not really too worried about my views on my vids. Like these days, I mean, obviously, yeah, I want to get good views and get people to sub, but I'm not really too like, I don't really get too crazy about it. I just put out the vid and hopefully it does well, you know?
Put your dollars
So yeah.
in your pockets.
Are you having a good night? We having a the good night.
Thank you, Jacob Dressback. Thank you for the $3. Says now you clearly dodging the game leaks because you're a Pokemon fanboy. I talked about the leaks on my stream. So yeah, I don't think John went over anything that wasn't, but I talked about those leaks on mine. But the thing is, I don't want to get, here's one thing that I don't want to do. I don't want to get like copyright stuff, but no, I actually had to go beforehand. Jacob Dressback, thank you for the $3. You having a good night? We having a good night. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm having a great night. Thank you guys so much. Combo breakers.
Combo breaker!
Let's see. I'll try to play more Metaphor on Monday when I have time off. Hoping the best for your 49ers. I'm hoping, man. I mean, listen, I'm not confident that they're going to win. I'll be honest. Like, they can win, but Niners have not played a complete game, like a complete real game, like all season. All of their games have had some weirdo stuff happen. Like every single game outside of maybe the Jets, they looked pretty good, but like every game they've looked trash.
Valuable items.
You know? In like one or two phases of the game, whether that's defense or special teams, they have not played a complete game since week 1. So yeah, I'm not super confident, but I'm hoping they can get there. Jacob Dressback as well with the gifted membership. Thank you so much, Jacob Dressback. I appreciate that. Let's go. Thank you for the gift, bro. Appreciate it. Let's go. 81 on the board. Let's get it. Combo breakers.
Combo breaker!
Let's see here. Bro, you was going to get triggered about a Game Freak leak discussion. No, I wouldn't have a problem talking about it. But yeah, like, I'm not trying to get caught up in any type of situation with Game Freak leaks. Like, what they're going to... I don't know what John was going to talk about. I don't know what he was going to say. But I actually legitimately had to go. But yeah, I wasn't about to get caught up in any of that, you know. But I don't know what he was going to say, though. I had no idea. The rumor is, wow! That's the rumor. No, there's a rumor that the Switch 2 will be announced next week. That's it. I thought OJ's 6'3" or something like that. Am I wrong? No, I'm not 6'3". I'm like 5'9", 5'10" on a really good day. If you see me in person, I might appear to be 5'10" if I'm wearing my Air Jordans. My Jordans get me about 5'10" maybe. But yeah, I'm about 5'9", 5'10". Let's see here. What's these Spawncast weirdos think? That's what these Spawncast weirdos will think regardless. Yeah, I'm not really worried about Spawncast weirdos. I'll keep it a buck, man. I'm still gonna do me. I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna do what I do, and that's that. You know, so it's all good. It's all good. But yeah. But no, I'm okay with the Game Freak leaks and all that, but I legitimately had to go. But yeah, there's a rumor that it's going to be announced next week, and not only is it going to be announced next week, but it's going to be basically it's like a Switch, but just the dock is bigger apparently, and there's going to be new Mario Kart shown with more characters from different franchises like F-Zero and Star Fox. Apparently there's going to be a new Mario game shown, a new Animal Crossing teased, stuff like that. So that's what they're saying. Next Wednesday, apparently, a 3-minute trailer. So we'll see. We will see. I don't know, but we will see. I don't hear anything from the insiders. No insiders are saying anything about that. So yeah, OJ, for the stand of, or I think for the stand of now, or for like, you mean right pertaining to like right now at this point, what do you think will win Game of the Year? Right now, I think that Astrobot has the leg up for Game of the Year with Metaphor hot on its trails. So yeah. So it's all good though. Hey, what's up, Abaddon? Welcome to the stream, brother. How you doing today? How's the fam? How's everything? How is everything? Let's go. How is everything? How are you doing, man? How are you doing? Big love. Shout outs. All right. Keep the questions coming though. We are gonna stream for like another 4 minutes plus or so. So if you guys have anything else, let me know. But I guess we can wrap it up here. So if you haven't seen my most recent video, check out my most recent video. For those who have not, check out my most recent video. Big love. Shout outs to all of you guys. Appreciate that. Astrobot was such a delight to play. I played the new speedrun level approach to post level support so far. Yeah, I have not played that yet because I've been playing Metaphor. But yeah, check out my most recent video on Metaphor Refantazio. Thank you guys so much for coming out to tonight's stream. Big love to Beat Queen. Big love to Party Man. Big love to everybody that came out tonight. Jacob Dressback, thank you for the $3 memberships as well. Thank you so much. Crispy Tofu with the multiple donos. Nick93, The Geek Show, Monado Mario, Simeon Coin, switch it up. Triple 8 Job. It's your boy 14. Jacob Dressback. Greg. Roshdom. Sicilian. Simeon Coin. Super Christian Me World. Paul Gale. Thank you guys so much. Big love to Beeping with the 150 though. That's gonna help us out for Brothership giveaway. Big love to Super Christian once again. CERN Foxtail, JC, David V, the big $20, man. Big love, David V. Still the whole Kage and Stream Ninja. Thank you so much. Mac Mega, appreciate that. Justin as well with the Lucky 7. Big love, guys. Thank you so much for your support. Appreciate y'all. I hope you guys are doing great. Have a nice night tonight. Enjoy. Get whatever your favorite food is or get whatever it is. Relax. Play some Metaphor, Refantazio. Play some Mario Party. Play some Astrobot. Enjoy. Don't worry too much about the online nonsense. Have fun, man. This is what this community is about. We keep it right here. We have fun. We enjoy. We get intense at times. We discuss games. But it's all love at the end of the day. So enjoy life, guys. Enjoy life. Have something to live for when it comes to what you're doing next. Have fun, and at the end of the day, no matter what happens to you, I mean, we had a guy that somebody cheated on, you know, his wife. Like at the end of the day, be you and do you. At the end of the day, man, and don't mess with nobody else, and you know, don't do anything crazy. Just be you and have fun and work hard. Work hard when you need to go to work, when you need to do work stuff. find a job, whatever the case is, work hard there. But then when you're done, come back and enjoy yourself. You know what I'm saying? Work on being the best version of yourself that you can be. And trust me, when you do that, when you come to hang out on the stream, you'll be in a better mood. You'll have more stuff to talk about. There'll be more fun that you can discuss. We can just get into more topics. So just be the best version of yourself that you can be. And I'm telling you, you're going to live a very fun, happy, fulfilling life. And you're going to get everything that you would want or that you could possibly get in this world. So yeah, man, that's what it's all about here, man. That's what it's all about. So thank you guys so much, man. Thank you guys so much for everything. I appreciate you guys' support. You guys' support, you know, whether it's $1 or $150 or your memberships or just watching, I really appreciate that. I want to make sure that I say that a million times, like every single time before I'm done streaming. This would not happen without you guys, man. I had a dream and a vision over about 2 decades ago, 2 decades plus ago. And thank you guys for letting me enact that. We don't have to have the most viewers. We don't have to have $1 bazillion. All we need is you guys right here enjoying it, having a good time, and enough people to come up, support, whatever the case is, right? So, yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun, man. I'm looking forward to more streams. Looking forward to tomorrow's stream, Jamboree. We got multiple codes of Jamboree going out. Looking forward to next week as well. Looking forward to potentially what we're doing with the Nintendo Switch Online. So yeah, shout out to Vadset, man. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for the support, like always. Yeah, we'll see you guys next time, man. Thank you for being the best streamer and caring about your community. I care deeply about you guys. My wife, we had a conversation about this. She's like, man, you really, you know, like, this is just paraphrasing it. You really, like, you have, like, you know, like, you really talk to these people. And I'm like, yeah, man, like, they saved my life. Like, y'all saved my life before some of you guys even got here, because it was the thought in the future that we could have that, because I didn't have that in 2014, 2013, when I had my nervous breakdown. And I think that's where I started balding, bro. That's when I really started losing my hair, my receding hairline. Like, my hairline started receding. I got to use products to try to keep everything. It was 2013, bro, when I had that freaking nervous breakdown. I think that's what happened. But I told myself, I don't need to end it. I don't need to stop. I had a nervous breakdown, or I had a job lined up, and I really needed that job because my daughter was born. But then I had a job lined up, and I thought they said freaking Thursday, but the drug test was Tuesday. I thought they said Thursday. So I missed the drug test, so they thought that I was a druggie or something, so they didn't hire me. And I had a good night job set up to where I can do this, and then I can go do the night job, right? And I can still have time to take care of my daughter in between. So I was like, I really needed that job at that time in 2013. And dude, I could have swore they said Thursday, man. They didn't. There was no text message. There was no email reminder. Nothing, man. They just said they said Thursday, but it was Tuesday. Oh my God. Anyway, and when I found out that I tried to call them, they wouldn't even take my call. They wouldn't even take my call at the supermarket, dude. I was gonna get like a night shift, like stocking, you know, stock packing stuff. So it would be night. Nobody would be there. I can put in my earphones. I can just, you know, vibe and do that, and, you know, whatever, right? And when that happened, it was that, and then a combination of like the whole E3 thing where like I made like $600 and I like worked like 20 hours a day, and like it was just all that. But like I said, I don't think I was ever really like, oh, I'm gonna, you know, just end life. But like, it did run across my mind. I didn't think I was gonna do it, but it ran across my mind once. And it didn't take me long to think like, no, that's a bad idea, you know, obviously for my daughter, my family and all that. But I also, for like the future, I was thinking, yeah, things suck right now, but like I saw like a vision, bro. I was like, I'm gonna have in the future, I'm gonna have people coming through. I'm gonna have people supporting. It sucks right now. Nobody's doing anything right now, but in the future, it'll be there, you know? So, Massive Rican!
For keeping on through the turbulent, tumultuous times.
Yo, thank you.
Gotta keep moving. It's important to show people you cannot give up.
Yes.
Love ya, bro. Don't know you personally, but I know you're a good dude and family man. Love it.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Thank you, Massive Rican. Yeah, and I know a lot of you guys are good peeps that come through and hang out, man. You guys know how I roll, you know. You guys know my heart when you guys come here. A lot of people don't know. They don't know, but the people that know, you guys know. So thank you guys so much. Massive Rican, thank you for the big $20. Let's go. We just hit that bonus stream at the last second. Hey, let's go. But yeah, man, a lot of you guys, you know, weren't here, but I knew if I kept going, like Massive Rican said, thank you so much for the big 20, man. I knew that you guys would be here if I kept grinding. I just needed a break, man. The Wii U flopped. The 3DS you can't cover the 3DS because you can't capture the footage. So I needed a little bit of help from Nintendo, man. I needed them to release something that was a banger that I knew. and they finally did that with the Switch. So I knew in the future y'all would be here, but I got to put in the work though. You got to put in the work to learn how to stream. You got to put in the work to do all the little stuff, and you got to put in the work to do like the charisma. If you look at my streams before in the past, hello? Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. Like, I'm talking like back in like 2013, 2014. Like I'm looking like my eyes are like, I'm like a deer in the headlights at times. You know, sometimes like I was more comfortable talking with other people than I was just talking to like a camera, right? With nobody else around, or like nobody like on call. So you got to put in the work. You got to, I watch so much other streamers, and like, I'm like, okay, well, what can I do? You know, obviously Etika. I watched, that bald dude from on Twitch. Professor Broman. I watched Professor Broman. I watched, who else did I watch from back then? I watched Maximilian Dude. I still watch him a little bit now, but not as much. Maximilian Dude. I watched guys that were proficient, that were great at it. And I was like, okay, here's what I can do, you know? I can kind of put my own spin on it. I love anime. I love this. Maybe if I start yelling stupid anime stuff, that'd be fun. Because I yell that stuff at home with nobody. The Toby Black, I used to do that just watching Naruto, or if I'm hanging out with my friends. So I mean, I took a piece of everything that I do normally, you know, like JoJo. Like I would do JoJo. I would do that at home when I was like, literally, I'm old, and when I watched JoJo back like a few years ago, I'd be like JoJo, like in the title screen, like whenever they were playing the music, I'd be like, yeah, by myself. Not even just, so I took a little bit of stuff that I do, and I'm like, all right, let me try to put it into to have fun, you know? So yeah, man, you just got to be yourself. You got to be yourself. Whether people, I mean, so obviously some people hate it. Some people like it. Spawncast peeps, some of the Spawncast chatters don't necessarily like it. That's okay. We'll be us, man. We'll be us. We'll be us. So I heard about this before. I feel like there's a bit of racism in the fact that they thought you missed the drug test. I mean, I think they would do that with anybody, to be honest. If you miss a drug test, you don't really get a second chance if you miss a drug test, unless you're like a goated candidate, you know? But it was for like, you know, stocking shelves. So they weren't going to give me another chance for that. So, I mean, it might have been a little bit of racism, but I killed the interview. Like I came there with the suit and tie. Like I killed the interview. They hired me on the spot, man. They hired me on the spot. So yeah, I mean, it sucked, dude, but it is what it is. I think that was definitely, it was fate though. So yeah. It was fate. It was fate that this happened, because I think if I would have got that job, I probably would have become a corporate man, a company man. I think if I would have got that job, I would have became a company man. I probably would have reduced what I was doing here, because I think I would have moved up, because I was ready and willing to be a company guy, you know, like to work hard and work, because like a stalker, that's not like a stalker, like a packer, whatever they called it at that time. That was like a little bit of a job up. That wasn't like the lowest job. That was like a little bit of a job up. I was getting paid a little bit more just because I already worked at a grocery store beforehand, being like a courtesy clerk. So I was like, okay, let me just do this, and then I can move up to like the manager. Like I was gonna move up and probably just work. I'm like, a grocery store is a good place to work. Like if you can move up the chain in a grocery store, maybe I can become like a district manager or something like that in like 10 years. Like I was thinking, okay, yeah, I can do this, and I can become a manager. I know the grocery business. I've been in it before. I know about it. You know, I've worked in it before. So I was thinking to myself, I can move up and become like a real, you know, get a real job and get a, you know, and do really good. But it was a blessing in disguise that it happened. It was a blessing. It was fate, because now that I'm doing this, I'm happier than ever. You know, I might have been happy doing that, but I know that this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. So yeah, man. Have you ever done it right next to your wife and kids? Not next to my daughter, no. I was watching JoJo before my son was born. I was watching JoJo, I think in like 2020 when I watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, or 2021. I forgot exactly when I started watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. So I haven't done it then. And my wife came here in 2022. So I think I had already been done watching JoJo. So no, I haven't done it in front of them. Or like Naruto, like I did that. I watched that well before I even, you know, obviously before my kids were even born. I was watching Naruto back in like 2007. I was watching Naruto, you know. So yeah, I never did it in front of them because they weren't around when I was watching it. So yeah, man. I all have my All Might and Luffy moments in the mid-30s. Oh yeah, absolutely, bro, absolutely. But all right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up here. Thank you so much for watching tonight. I do appreciate it. Thank you guys for being awesome. You guys have been literally incredible, man. You guys have been so good. So thank you guys so much for everything. I appreciate it. And yeah, let's check out my most recent video. If you haven't seen my most recent video, check it out. So yeah, it's awesome stuff. Same here. All Might, One Piece, mid late 30s, still get the feels, yes sir. That's my most recent video, guys. Love y'all so much. Thank you for coming out to the stream. Thank you guys for supporting. Big love to Massive Reeking coming in at the end there. And yeah, we will see you guys for the next one tomorrow. Super Mario Party Jamboree. Probably back around maybe 8 o'clock Eastern time. So get ready for that. All right, guys.